1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have returned. It has been a week. I am very, very eepy. And yet, we persist. Alright, hey guys, how we doing?
Good.
Very well.
Good.
Excellent.
We abide.
Okay, let's see here. We are open. We are running. We have one person in the chat. If anyone wants to be like, hey, we're streaming, go for it. Because I shut down all my social media. Because as I post on my social media does not make you happy. It makes you a product. Hold on. I forgot to disable Ad Manager again. Why do you do this, Twitch? I know why Twitch does this. Money.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, social media companies suck. I would like to note that thanks to social media, I'm aware that a cat bit my big sister's nipple yesterday. So
I thought your sister was younger than you.
Okay. Trans found family is a thing.
Oh, fair. Okay.
My biological sister is younger than me.
There's my confusion at.
I have two trans older sisters who I love dearly. I also have one big sister who I have no relation to and who is a cis woman, but she is just also my big sister.
No worries.
Shout out to Abby if you ever listen to this.
I encourage people to listen to this. I encourage people to share this. I want to grow by word of mouth as opposed to like any other way. So anyway, sound off. Please introduce who you are and who you're playing. Let's start at the top of the Discord chat list.
I am Crystal, and I am playing Scruff.
Hello, I am Getter, and I am playing the Mysterious Keeper.
Okay, yeah, that list is...
Meryl, you're up.
Oh, sorry about that. Having some audio issues. I am Merle, and I will be playing Savali, also known as Black Dog Savali.
I am Paul, and I'll be playing Malur, who is currently in the form of a black goat.
Meh.
Who got us that gnarly crit last time?
It was a very nice
Hey
crit.
everyone, my name is Tori and I'll be playing Alaris Ashfront.
I'm Sisypha, and I'll be playing Anna Corvidae.
All right. So last session, we had session 0. We talked about some things, and I threw y'all into a practice fight. That practice fight ended with a team-up attack, which was very narratively satisfying and mechanically satisfying because it tested several things I was worried about. And we ended with a fade to black. So you awaken on the floor of the tower, the room as it was earlier. The pit in the center of the floor yawning down to the oubliette below. A wild tangle of limbs and bodies surrounds each of you as y'all are clustered together in a neat little pile. Standing next to the table, Devotion looms over Aaron. Aaron leaning back against him just slightly, both of them talking, but no sound coming from their mouths as they watch you.
Question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like we were physically transported somewhere, or was that all in our heads?
You have no idea.
But do we
However,
still feel physically hurt?
Oh,
if we
yeah,
got
you are
hurt?
hurt.
Okay, and I am currently physically a goat right now?
You are still a goat, yes. Volley is still a werewolf.
So that leans more into physically transported than just,
Yeah.
In fact, as y'all start rousing, Aaron holds up his hand, makes a twisting, pulling gesture. Savali, a intense burning pressure around your throat feels like it is strangling you for a second before you feel a very painful snapping sensation, and suddenly you're back in human form.
You better have a good blasted explanation of that.
He smiles and pushes up off of Aaron, kind of walking, leaning on his stat cane a little. You notice his eyes have gone from the ice blue they were earlier to this just kind of rich brown, like melted chocolate in sunlight.
We'll just sit up, but just kind of stay sitting where she's at for now, watching everyone.
He is looking you all over very intently before he nods slightly. It's like, well, it looks like it's grafting. Don't pick at that. It'll come undone.
Malheur is very still in the way that baby goats sometimes freeze and just like all their limbs lock up and they just fall over. He's not a baby goat, but he's...
with 3 goats, yes, they... I know what you mean. Does Malheur fall over or not?
Yeah, well, I assume he was already on his side, so he's just a goat taxidermy. He's just like a taxidermy goat right now. He's just like,
stiff-legged.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Adorable. I love it.
I'd probably
So I was
also
gonna-
just sit up and look around.
So I was going to check on Dola.
Dola is okay. A little stressed, but not in any major straits. As y'all are kind of getting your bearings, a short, maybe 4'11" woman wearing a brown dress and an apron comes in carrying a tray, and she presents you all beer cheese on warm buttered bread.
Ooh.
And I assume Anna recognizes her.
Yeah, this is Matilde.
You are an undecidedly unexpected element here. And Anna will finally stand up, and then if Mallory lets her, she's going to also stand the goat up.
Sure, you could stand him up. He's still stiff.
So,
Still
like,
frozen,
the
but
second
his
you're not
nose-
supporting him, he topples over again.
Yeah, but his nose is twitching.
Scruff immediately grabs some bread and begins to eat.
So it is homemade toasted bread with butter on it and beer melted and blended with, cheese melted and blended with beer and spicy mustard.
Anna gets bread and puts it in front of Mallory.
Matilde hands a slice to Savali.
Like,
His eyes
when you
just
say
look down
hands
at
a
it.
slice, like,
She-
is he just like holding out a slice on a plate?
She takes a slice off of a plate and holds it out to her.
Savali just does not
Stands there and keeps
move,
holding
does
it.
not reach out to take it.
She just smiles softly.
Yeah, Savali's going to just ignore Matilda and just look over everybody else. And then just look at, what's his face?
Aaron?
Aaron, yeah. I ain't gonna ask for something foolish like an explanation. I'm going to say...
do you want an explanation?
I am not gonna ask for an explanation, but I'm gonna warn you. Go lightly.
He smiles a little, strokes fingertips through his mustache, just kind of making sure it's in place before leaning forward, and his eyes get dark and hard. Puppy, you may not feel like it right now, but I am saving you. And then he just lightly bonks her on the forehead with his cane. Eat up. Food will help.
Scruff will ask what happened. Because Scruff has no filter.
He looks up at Devotion. Devotion shrugs and is like, you explain it. I don't like explaining things to people.
I'm gonna say Dola grabs the piece of bread out of.
There's no onion
hands.
there's no onion and garlic in it, so it should be okay for Dola.
No, I know. I'm okay. Dola grabs it. Savali will eat half of it, but only after Dola's okay with it.
Oh, Dola gets his own slice.
Oh, okay.
Once Matilda is no longer holding out one, she'll go back to passing out the bread with everyone else. Slightly cooler now. Right, so, hello. I guess we should actually be introduced formally. I am Devotion of the Truest. Well, formally to at least a few of you. He smiles toothily, showing rows after rows of shark teeth in a too wide grin. I am Devotion of the Tourist. What happened was I took you to another place and I did a thing with you, and now you are all friends. And he claps his hands. Any more questions?
No, I think you covered it pretty well.
Any more answers if we ask them?
No, but thank you. Aaron kind of gives it a beat or two. Making sure everyone has their, feet under them, if nothing else. Right, well, blackmail, coercion, or all those other reasons, I'm sure you are all curious, wondering, or apprehensive about... Could someone stand the goat up, please? About what is going on. Quite simply, I have need of you for tasks. And by completing these tasks, you will not only save your life, you will save the lives of 1 or 2 people close to you, or at the very least, keep several people from dying. Dear, that's so bad for your throat.
There's worse things for a throat. She bares her teeth.
He coughs.
Scruff chimes in. If you do it more with your diaphragm than your throat, it's actually very good.
2 different conversations.
And then goes back to eating.
Right. So,
yeah, just wordless look of confusion at that.
So, right, I will have Elias prepare the carriage as well as the horse. I'm assuming he looks at Anna.
Yes.
Excellent, good. So, y'all will head down the river road to Whaler's Crest. I have a simple starting task for you in a set of 3. 1, you will contact the 3 touched. Once you are there and meet with them, you will make arrangements for me to have a face-to-face with the sorcerer of Whaler's Crest. And as I'm going to be going down there, and I would rather not place myself at any form of unnecessary risk, could you please also look into the disappearances that have been happening in Whaler's Crest? And by please, I mean you will do this.
Monster?
Figured as much.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself that, but if that's how you wish to think of me, I will not stop you.
The disappearances
are entirely your problem to solve.
Is there any reason we should be giving this particular saucer that you would like to meet him as a reason?
Oh, he will be more than happy to accept the invitation. Meaning, it is simply just that these are one of those things that is best handled with face-to-face go-betweens in order to provide... He stops and thinks slowly. Assurances that neither party will murder the other.
Scruff raises a hand.
Yes.
Am I allowed to bring a book from the library with me? And are there any books about where we're going? Or the wizard? Or the disappearances? Or any books that would be good to read ahead of time?
Yes, no, yes.
Okay.
Whaler's Crest is not terribly far from here. It's about a day's journey south by River Road. The carriage will make it more comfortable. You should not need to camp. He kind of looks out the window. Mind you, I'm not expecting to leave until tomorrow morning. You will have today to recuperate after your patching. One additional thing, and he turns, walks over to Devotion, pulls at Devotion's coat lightly, and reaches in and pulls out a small object. Anna, here, please.
And it gives out a sigh and walks over.
He turns, holds out his empty hand, palm up.
And?
Please.
You have not even given me that interview yet, and she puts her hand in.
He takes her hand, turns it over so it is palm down, laces his fingers through hers, and then slips a metal band around her ring finger. It is sharp-edged. He pushes it back just past the second knuckle before releasing her hand. There we go. Now, you are officially a representative of my household. Thank you.
I haven't even accepted your order of employment yet. And she grumbles and goes back to them.
Devotion is grin. Well, I'm sure you have much to do. You have the run of the tower. I have research to be done. Anna, she's only allowed to take one book with her, and only from the less vital library.
The chapter books.
Yes.
And not the reference. I'm going to check your gear.
Sorry.
He kind of taps his cane a little, hands gripping the rabbit head. It's like, right, well, I have things to do. Elias will be out back in the stable preparing the carriage. If you need anything, please do not get my driver killed. He then grips Devotion's jacket, pulls slightly, and then heads towards the door that y'all believe leads to his study.
That Imp and Anna know leads to his study because Imp requested library access, right?
I will say yes for now.
I follow along.
Oh yeah, no, he pulls Devotion into the room and then closes the door in her face.
How long have you been here, Matilda?
I came up with the sir and the mister about maybe, it's hard to keep track of time. 2 hours ago? I don't know. I've just been in the kitchen so long. You have not seen her in the kitchen once in the 3 weeks you've been here.
Is the Mr. Elias?
Yes.
So, who's the sir you traveled with?
She points to the door.
Oh,
Sir.
okay.
Yeah. And then she smiles.
Heads to the library. Oops, sorry.
Then she smiles, gives Malor a little pat on the head, and heads for the kitchen.
Muller at that point has just a mouthful of bread. All the other bread that anyone has not eaten by this time, he's kind of just been going around gathering it up for himself and just is now chewing on the whole mass of bread.
I can see that happening, and it's hilarious.
See, Dola's going to just kind of go over and sniff. You've all seen a dog
right?
just kind of when it's interested in something or somebody, it's just snuffle.
He'll drop one. He'll drop one.
So, that was a lot. What did you think of my pen pal, Imp?
Sorry, that brain reset moment.
Oh, wow.
He's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And that's all Scruff says as she makes her way to the library.
Not usually much. He better hope he can give a good reason for me not to kill him at some point.
Oh, I assume by that you mean Mr. Thurston and not my pen pal.
Which one's your pen pal?
She just gestures up for tall.
Yeah. Savali's going to just pull irritably at the collar around her neck and just...
It is invisible, so only you can feel it.
But she can feel it.
Oh yeah, it feels like chain.
Let's just say... You know what? Let's not say. Forget it. Anyway. People going disappearing, yeah?
By the sound of it.
Suppose it wouldn't hurt to try to look into it.
Probably will have to
causing it.
ask more about what the three touched are before tomorrow morning, too.
Is that something that there's a chance we would already know?
Make a knowledge check for me.
Ooh.
This is a relatively low difficulty since it's not terribly far from y'all, and you are a bard.
Well, bad luck there.
Remember, failure's fun.
Nope, never heard of them.
Strange, I've never heard of anything like that around here.
On that note, and this might be a more involved thing, and we might want to keep doing some stuff beforehand, but I
Add one. Wait, was that with fear?
That was with
No.
fear, sorry.
that was the fear. Oh. Oh boy. I was kind of wondering, what can Imp find out in the library about either Whaler's Crest or the Three Touched or this sorcerer we're meeting?
He told you no for Whaler's Crest, though you could probably still look.
Well, that was just
I couldn't bring a book. I thought he said.
He said yes
no.
first for bringing a book, and then no
That's right.
for that town. Though he could have been saying stuff off the top of his head. The last yes was for something you should read ahead of time.
Yes. Okay. That's what that was, right?
Yee. You can still make a knowledge roll if you want. I'll be happy to take you that fear or give you that hope.
I think I will. That's the wrong mouse.
Of course, mind you, having separated yourself from the rest of the party, you will have to go and share the information with the rest of the party that is revealed to you.
Yes. And I was kind of thinking, like, this is during the time in between now and when we're leaving. Like, I'd be looking through the library and such.
I have no objections to this.
Okay. Where...
Though you don't currently have access to the reference library. Because they're closed in
Yeah,
there.
all you have is, like, the children's section right now.
Gotcha.
He would think of it like that.
8 with hope. Take your hope, I'm afraid. Like, you know Whaler's Crest is to the south, that it is a whaler's... And ostensibly that, like, it is a whaler's port. And that is about all you got.
Okay.
Which is less known information and more general intuition based on the fact that he told you would be taking the river road south to Whaler's Crest.
Gotcha.
Though, I
I'm just
probably want to do a knowledge on Whaler's Crest, because it's probably not too far from the other cities where she's been, and I have Lordborn about places.
Go for it. Yeah, no, whoever wants to, or y'all can team up on this if y'all want. I mean, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind teaming up with that.
All right, so to team up with it, one person spends a hope and explains how they are helping to give the other person advantage.
I will point out I do have one advantage from Lordborn.
Yep. But multiple advantages gives you multiple dice.
Yeah, I'll spend a hope and... okay. Would it make sense to say, like, Savali's heard a little bit about a lot of places, and it's just kind of like, Whaler's Crest, that's the place with the, what was it, the fried cream, just like, you know, like, how you have two people kind of like, each one of them is half remembering a place.
I would accept this.
So you'll roll your d6, and if it's higher than my advantage die, we swap it.
Okay, so I just roll a d6, you're saying?
Yep.
Not a duality roll, then. How do I roll a d6?
It's just the random dice on the left.
Wait, you're talking about in roll 20 or in...
Yeah, just use roll 20.
Oh, okay. That works.
Yeah, on the character sheet, there's the bottom left-hand side. There's the double arrow pointing to the right. If you click that, it'll open up a dice rolling table.
Okay, so if my advantage is lower than 3, I take 3.
Yeah.
And so it's 2
Jesus.
higher
It's a
than my
crit.
crit of 27.
Damn.
Or, no, 27.
All right, so take your hope, clear your stress.
I don't
Hell
have
yeah.
stress, I just have HP and armor, so I'll take the hope, though.
That is...
So we know a lot about
Can do
Whaler's
that.
Crest, hopefully.
All right, so Anna, Whaler's Crest is the port that you came through, apparently. It is known for fried oyster and producing a large amount of whale oil. It sits on the Ice Pearl Bay, which is relatively safe for most boats, which is why the area is used basically to bring whales in and preparing both their meat and their fat for rendering. There are a number of tunnels that have been built into the cliffside that looms over Whaler's Crest that whales are pulled into to create a kind of safe zone for people to work on it, but keep the whale out of the general open air to minimize both the smell and access to predators that may come in. Whaler's Crest is a town of roughly 1,500 people, majority human, with a middling mix of other races, particularly a larger population of orcs and giants from the nomadic clans to the north have settled down here. The town is run by a burgermeister who works at the behest of the Sorcerer Whaler's Crest. The Sorcerer Whaler's Crest is a reclusive figure who sees very few people and has 3 heralds that act as his intermediaries. In order for someone to have a visitation with the sorcerer, they have to make a case to each of the 3 touched.
And are the ice pearls a popular jewelry crafting material?
No, they tend to melt once they're out of the water.
Okay. Yeah, it does a grabs. Can I, since she's doing it in between, can I actually like grab it before she leaves?
I would be fine with that if Imp is fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, up. Recap.
Okay.
So yeah, the cheese and oyster dish, and then she gives the stat recap. Because if Imp had declared she was going off to look for stuff on the place, I would want her to stay for the recap.
And it's easier than having to find Imp and pry her out of whatever book she found.
Yeah, I can
That's a
understand
fair
that.
Really, he rode all the way over there on a carriage to get her? And it's just like, after that, she's just kind of back into
There's
her internal thoughts.
there's a lot of things that could be making people disappear in a seaside town. Could be
And
just
with a bunch of hidden caves.
wonderful. Could be anything from a garden variety killer to a kraken into a I don't know,
Into shipping people
ghost
away.
or could be that. May not trust our hosts further than I could throw a ship's mast, but
Oh, definitely agreed.
can't say I'm unhappy about the idea of stopping some whatever the hell's going on. If innocent people are getting hurt in it. Dola agrees.
Dole Wolves.
Look, I haven't worked with folks much in the last few years. I'll do my best to watch your backs. You all watch mine.
Actually, Savali, could I have you make a... Let's go with instinct roll for this.
Instinct it is. Do we have any details about it?
This is a reaction roll, so it will generate neither hope nor fear, though hope and fear will adjust the tone.
Okay, that roll go through. That roll did not go through. Why did it not go through? Because I was doing that on Daggerheart, not in my character sheet in the thing.
That would do it.
One moment. Character engine update sound, yada yada yada. Instinct roll. And roll it.
Ooh. Another crit.
Dang.
Yesterday.
There you go.
Savali, you feel a moment of disorientation as you are thinking about how you have been working on your own for so long, and then also have that moment of like, but I've been with my friends for a while.
She shakes her head, grimaces, and thinking about it hurts, so she's not going to think about it. She's
My
gonna keep her
character
friends
would
safe.
theoretically have experience with something extremely similar to what Savali is going through right now, on top of also just gaining all these memories. Can I make some sort of check to realize what's going on?
Yeah, make a instinct roll.
Oh no,
Reaction. So, will not generate hope or fear.
that's good.
God dang. Is that 3 literal crits in a row?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Please.
They're getting cheated out of that hope on those crits, though.
Yeah,
100%.
Die Roller is finding its own way of laughing at us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely recognize that an expression conflicting memories.
Don't worry about it, Savali. It gets better, I promise.
Oh, boy.
One day, you'll
I
think two things at the same time that are completely diametrically opposed.
I'm gonna pretend I understand the first thing about what you just said and nod.
I nod back.
Anna's actually nodding when he says that.
Anyway,
While this conversation
is
is
like-
going on,
I don't know.
Matilda comes into the room carrying a tray of hot buttered bread with beer cheese on it. Oh, I thought y'all could use a snack.
did we,
Didn't we just eat?
She just blinks at y'all slowly, smiles, and starts handing out the bread.
There's a very suspicious looking
Absolutely
goat
takes another
looking at
slice of
her right
bread.
now.
So,
Maybe two.
how long exactly was this in between, Matilde? And she'll take the bread and eat.
She blinks and tilts her head a little. I don't know. I think I've been here for about a day, maybe a day or two.
Right.
Anyway, here. And she hands Savali a piece of the bread.
Not hungry, thanks.
She owes and gives it to Dala then.
I'm so confused.
With the
Don't be.
food shared, she goes back to the kitchen.
That is significantly longer than 2 hours.
I
No
feel it may be
response from
time
her.
for us to find our way away.
Oh, no, Anna says after she leaves.
Don't
Yeah.
fancy having whatever that is happen to me. Or any of you.
Or something's happening with us, and tomorrow's not very tomorrow.
Today's tomorrow is yesterday's
like-
today.
Like I said, I feel it may be time for us to make our way out. Does anyone have anything they need to do here before we go?
Not that I'm aware of.
I had about as much of this place as I can stand for the moment. Feel better on the road.
Scruff has done what research she can.
I know,
How
if,
about did
if
you
we're
decide
heading
to
out...
break?
Oh, sorry, good.
It is about like 1 p.m. It is not recommended you head out today right now because you will find yourselves like on the river road in the dark. And generally you don't want to be out after dark in a near Arctic landscape.
That is fair.
Yeah, no. That is definitely fair.
I thought the tower was in a forest.
Thanadale is both the vale that the city is located in and the city as well. It is also the name of the river, the Thanadale River. Thanadale has a population of about 600, largely human, with a scattering of other races, particularly halflings and giant folk.
Okay, and the tower is in the city.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. My bad.
No worries.
Okay. Just some bookkeeping then if we're going to be doing a long rest, which I imagine we're going to be doing since it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no, 1 in the afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah,
okay.
1 p.m. So y'all don't
So,
have to rest. Y'all can definitely set out, but it is not recommended because it's about a 16-hour carriage ride to Whaler's Crest.
Yeah, typically when the DM says this isn't a good idea, it's better to not.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But yeah,
I ain't eating any more of that.
Rabbit.
So, hi everyone. You can call me Anna. And she just puts her hand out to like the person next to her.
Anna, we've met. We have the memories of,
Yes, but we don't know if those were real, so we should do our own introductions, shouldn't we?
Of course they're real. They're
Isn't one of our
memories.
party members like super heavily injured still?
Several of them are.
Yeah, I
Small
just
ain't
gotta look.
looking too hot, but she doesn't
my
seem to be
goodness.
paying attention to it.
Is anyone at just 1 hit point taken or just 1 stress taken?
I am. One of
One
each.
hit point.
Good. In that case, we can have a scene in a bit, and you can come with me to gain a hope if we do a long rest. So that way we can clear your hit point, clear your stress, and get you
The
hope.
only thing that is currently not looking good with Alaris is the fact that her armor is down by 2.
Oh, and I think my armor is down by 1. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can do whatever y'all choose to.
Theoretically, we could take a short rest, give him extra fear, and then take a long rest and give him extra fear.
That feels like a bad idea.
No.
I like
why
this idea.
why
Let's not
would
do
we
that.
want to do that?
I like this
I guess-
idea.
Why?
Maybe. But even then, that's not super worth it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, don't rule it out until you know
That's
that
it.
you don't need to.
Now we just got a plan, I think. What are we doing first? Where are we going first?
I will tell you this. The journey is going to function as a long rest.
Hmm.
All right.
Oh no. Okay.
Why does
Would be
that sound
better to-
suspicious?
Why is that an oh no?
Because
And
we'd be
it
taking too
generates
long rest under.
fear.
That's a lot of fear. Yeah.
Oh, all long rests generate fear?
All rest
All
generate.
rest.
Yep,
Ah. Again, still learning the system.
that's why we told you.
In that case, it may be better to just go and accept that we're going to be getting into some trouble.
We're going at night.
It's 1 o'clock
gonna
in the
get
afternoon.
below freezing out there.
Yeah, it's
We'll-
1
we'll
in
be
the afternoon.
arriving-
It's a 16-hour drive, which will get y'all there about 5 in the morning if y'all leave now.
It also means traveling through freezing temperatures.
But y'all are in a
And-
carriage.
We were told not
Which I
to
would
get the driver
assume
killed.
Yeah.
I would assume the
We know who
carriage
the
would be
driver's-
magically warmed.
So, do we know who the driver is?
You
Um,
Be?
We could theoretically go out and talk to him.
Yeah. Maybe get his opinion on the matter.
That'd be a good idea.
I can check on my horse. Okay, let's go.
Ain't no stranger to cold, but
all right. So
I don't
around
wanna
back
lose
to
any
town.
toes I don't need to.
And I think while y'all are going and
Sorry,
talking
Curtis.
to him, this is the part where Scruff goes and reads in the library and such.
Alrighty. So, around back of the tower is the carriage house and stables. 4 horses occupy this, one notably stout but short. A rather nice looking, if serviceable carriage is housed within. A gentleman of about maybe early 30s seems to be working on it. Short black hair, skin slightly tanned, wearing leather pants, a white shirt, and a leather vest. He looks up as y'all approach and is like, "Oh, howdy. Y'all doing all right?" He kind of cleans
Questionable,
his
but
hands
better
up.
than when we met, I suppose.
He chuckles a little, touches his hand to his chest, and gives like a slight forward bow. Good to see you, Miss Corley. And then he stops, looks down at Anna's hand, and is like, "Oh, sorry, Miss Thurston."
What?
It's like her gait, like Alara's like immediately looks at the ring like, huh?
You want to elaborate on that?
He gestures at Anna's hand. "Not for me to elaborate on. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am." He offers like a rough hand to Savali.
Thanks, I already ate.
He just blinks slowly, shrugs his shoulders, and then goes around and shakes every other one's hand.
That was by way of a joke.
What does he smell like?
He
Does
smells
smell
like horses, leather, and wood.
I'll give him a nudge. Just gentle nudge with the horn.
He looks down, reaches down, and just gives like a light pat on the head.
Gonna bite him.
Does not seem
not
to-
hard. Just
Does not even pull back.
Just,
give him a little nod of respect, and gonna skitter back. I think behind. Let's run behind Anna for now.
Elias takes a bit of cloth from his pocket, wipes his hand off. Right. Well,
So I
sir,
guess we're heading out in the morning?
Sir said to make the carriage available to you whenever you're ready, ma'am.
you've been living around here long?
Day or two, I think. And no, it all tends to blend together.
Of course it does.
I really don't like that. Like, that's out of character talk, but it's like, I don't like that.
Right, that
Yeah.
same here, out of character, because Scruff isn't here. That's now 2 people that, have
I've said
been
it's
here,
been a day or two.
There's
And his
reasons
eyes
why
actually noticeably narrow when he says day or two.
There's reasons why Savali's had her
Hackles.
She's been growling almost non-stop, yeah. She ain't been trusting anything or anybody here except provisionally y'all.
I go check on Qatar's hoof growth for any hints on time passing.
Looks like been well maintained. Probably near the end of 2 weeks since the last time they had their shoes replaced and hooves tended to, which is about average.
But like from the time that Anna would have gotten the hoofs. the time the hoofs would have arrived there to now, or what kind of time difference does it look like?
I mean, it looks like the last time the hooves were tended was about 2 weeks ago. So, horse has probably been here at least 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, depending upon how bad they let the hooves get before they were taken care of.
Okay. Anna will pat Qatar's mane. At least you're on my timeline.
Little nuzzle. Sniffs you over. Checks to see if you have a treat.
It gives the crust of bread that I protected from Malar earlier.
Oh, immediately takes that, starts chewing.
I'll look over and offer a sugar cube.
Oh, immediately just drops the bread and lips the sugar cube up.
Not very good for their breed, you know.
It's a treat. Who knows how long they've been?
Elias,
I'll give you that one.
Elias smiles, gets the horse brush, and starts combing out and tending the other 3 horses in the stable's coats. I mangled that word.
No, not badly.
As long as you don't mangle the coat.
Is his carriage set up for 2?
Or the horse.
The carriage is large enough to fit 4 people inside of it with a buckboard and a backboard.
I meant for horses.
Oh,
Is
yes.
it set up for 2?
Yeah, it's set up for pulling 2, and there's a spare.
Is that an awful thought? Don't suppose any of y'all are in the habit of keeping a journal.
I mean,
I am, but it tends to be a bit scattered.
Elias
I've
looks up.
checked it recently.
Not much for right inside him.
we could check in the... Well, I mean, I know I have a room. I could go check and see if there's anything different about it, but... And Anna looks like she's about to say something else and doesn't. Go inside and check.
I'm going to
Actually,
pull
I
out
was
my
like-
journal and
Yeah.
hand it over. Just keep to like the... I just open it up around to when we arrived. Go 2 or 3 pages down and then hand it over.
More that there ain't
I mean,
repeated entries.
it would largely detail out meeting with the bard of your past, a short interaction in which he explains understanding and knowing about the curse that befell someone important to you, an offer of a potential cure in exchange for employment, as well as room and board, the basic details of the trip to Thanadale and your room on the 4th floor, pre-furnished and containing everything you need to tend to your musical instruments.
I just wanted to confirm, like, Savali doesn't know how she wound up with a collar around her neck.
Make a
Remember,
memory check.
what would
Reaction
that
roll.
be?
Or not
I'd
memory,
like to
sorry,
kind of
knowledge.
lead everyone back in as we're thinking about this.
As y'all go
Okay.
back in, there is a platter on the table with several slices of hot buttered bread with beer trees on it.
Of course there are. Are there any bad effects to running out of hope?
No. Other than not
Then
having
I'm
any
gonna
hope.
I'm gonna spend a hope to add Black Dog Never Lets Go to the knowledge roll.
Okay.
That is like
So
the
that's +2.
Mm-hmm.
food, the continuance of having this food being put out for us. It's giving Percy Jackson and the Lotus.
Yes.
That's what it's giving. They were
Oh.
in there for
As far as I know,
5 days.
before the encounter we had today, I knew Imp for about 3 days, and I've been here for 3.5 weeks. And Anna like holds up her hand on her. How long has everyone else been here?
Savali, you have a vague memory. A horse attacking you, and I keep on wanting to say Dola.
Dola.
And then things get kind of hazy and fuzzy, and then you woke up in a kennel on the 5th floor with the chain around your neck and the tooth in Dolores' side. That was about 2 weeks ago, and you've largely been kept in the kennel with the exception of being like the door opening or there being food or you being given given like a moment where you wake up in like an outdoor space to walk around some before you start to fall asleep again and wake back up in the kennels.
Second thought, let's get the hell out of here.
So while she's gone, group vote on if I should tell Imp that Aaron doesn't leave any windows accidentally unlocked.
She's your ward, so up to you.
We'll leave it for now. She's happy.
Very happy.
You're not here.
I know, but
Me too. So much fear.
I don't like it.
So how long have you been here, Lars?
Would that be a knowledge check to
Yeah,
figure out? Okay.
just make a knowledge roll.
And Keeper was saying like half a week, right? Or
Yeah.
a week.
Do believe was about a week on my notes.
Wonderful.
Ooh, best roll so far
Damn.
that's not a crit.
Nice.
And you
Uh,
get
That
hope.
mean I gain
Yeah.
hope.
16 with hope.
I gain a hope.
Nice.
Yee.
Yep.
I'm going to say on general principles, Savali's going to pick up just like small, like if she can just find a stick on the ground somewhere.
Inside, not very easily. Outside, you're about maybe like 5 feet before you find a stick.
Yeah. Just a small, like a stick that's not going to be rotten or anything like that. And just takes out a knife and carves one little notch into it. Then she looks thoughtful and checks her pockets and packs to make sure she's not already carrying a notched stick.
Make a instinct roll. Alaris, you've been here about a week and a half. You found Aaron in your house with a key, and he explained that it opens a door that you want to keep closed or possibly open.
Yeah.
And he says that he said he would leave that decision ultimately up to you. And says that if you come and serve him, he will give you the key when you ask for it. Savali, you find a stick with 4 notches in it.
Wow. Then she throws away the first stick and cuts a 5th notch into the other stick.
So
Something's
just
definitely fucking with my memory. She holds up the notch stick in case anybody can understand what she means by that.
do you want to headbutt for how long you've been here, Malor?
Sure, why not? I'll do a knowledge roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And it's half a week on Imp, as far as I know.
He doesn't have a lot of thoughts, but I'll give it a
Damn.
oh, nice.
That's
Damn,
15 with hope.
again.
Yeah, okay. I'll
You
take
get
that
a hope, Malard.
Enjoy that hope. Laura, it has
Yeah.
been about 6 days since Aaron offered you the deal of his favor in exchange for you serving him for a year and a day and completing 3 unnamed tasks.
I am just going to kind of like do like a little goat shrug, and gonna try to eat that stick that Savali has.
No. That ain't what
The
it's
one that was
for.
thrown, or the one?
No, the one with the 5 notches on it. I'm gonna just
Oh.
try to get it.
Hey.
Looks good.
You want to
I'm
be
very
mutton?
interested in this stick.
If you don't want to be mutton, then
Kind of
no eating the stick.
Don't try to take the stick from the dog.
fine. Anyway, we'll get to that. I need to. Yeah, when we have some downtime, let me know. I wanna clear some stress on a couple of y'all.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want.
Oh.
I can try.
When Scruff gets back.
I can try and heal a few people.
Who all really needs it?
As previously mentioned, I can
Have
heal
free mark.
a stress hit point or give a hope twice per long rest. So I can also heal, clear stress, and all that stuff.
I have 1 hit point, but I think if you wanted to find Imp, should also ask about that. Though I have less downtime options, theoretically, than other people, so I might take you up on that more often in the future.
I mean, hope is a thing. If I do both of you, then that means that generates 4 hope when we do the long rest, if I remember right.
Nice.
6 hope, actually, if it's all 3 of us. It's 2 per person. If we don't have to clear HP or clear stress.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
we will have to
preparation.
clear. Yeah, you get to choose HP, stress, or gain hope.
Well, I definitely don't need hope. I'm almost at maximum hope right now. But
Nice.
I am very squishy, so I will probably take you up on the HP when we get there, but that's
All right,
definitely more
so-
of a when we do downtime.
Yeah. So, scene between me, Imp, and Anna.
And then if that'll be our long rest, where it'll do the healing and we'll gain hope as a preparation, then my other one will be tithing for mine when we get to it.
All right.
Since I used all of his patron energy against him earlier.
So, are y'all taking a long rest then?
Sure, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm not
We
super
are,
comfortable doing it,
I
but
can clear up
yeah.
to 3 stress before we do a long rest, if that helps anyone.
Nope. My armor's
Just getting it
just
too.
Say that one.
yeah.
right now.
Sorry, say that one again.
My armor. I had made a sound. I'm sorry. My armor's down by 2.
Well, you could do that for your downtime.
Yeah, you can repair your armor
Clear
for
all
your
your
downtime.
armor.
Yeah, sorry, not the
I'm gonna fix
what
my armor.
before that. What was it that?
Miller was
said he
talking
could clear
about
every stress.
removing stress
Okay.
from people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
Keeper.
clear a total of 3 stress divided amongst anyone.
Keeper looks like he's
um,
got 2 that he posted.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't have
got-
any.
I see Scruff has 1. That's a
Yeah.
thing.
I've got
Yeah,
an armor
I can
slot that
do that.
needs repaired, I've got an HP that I'm missing, and I've got a stress. But I know we're also about to do the long rest, which I think that can fix one of those.
I personally recommend that we clear Savali's stress, so that way he can
How does the long rest work?
clear
Transform into a werewolf
HP
again.
and max hope.
Mhm.
Or not max hope, but get 2 hope.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, should I just clear Savali's stress then?
Something.
All right. So,
That's what I was thinking.
are y'all? It sounds like we're moving on from this current scene. Are y'all planning to take a short rest or a long rest? Because they have different mechanics.
They do have different
I'm
mechanics.
We're
thinking-
also gonna do mechanically a long rest for the carriage ride, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Ostensibly.
Is it possible to wait without doing a rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'd be
that
more okay with that.
Might be a better
actually.
option.
We don't 100%
Well-
know, especially our characters, that nothing will happen on the road.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
if-
assuming something will happen on the road, but it counts as a long rest.
if a long rest gets interrupted, you just get a short rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, good unshakable roll.
I did it. I did it. Nice. Okay, cool.
It's all worth it. You turned into a cat for
Yeah,
free.
it is. Yes, I did.
The goat turns into a cat.
Yeah, cool.
Right.
Yep. He's back to normal. But who all has a consumable? Because I have something that will help with that.
Y'all do not
Everyone
currently.
should have a potion.
Yeah, y'all currently only have like a potion each. If y'all want to do some preparatory shopping or something like that, you all should have 2 handfuls worth of gold.
Also, I believe we need to wait until we get to a town or something.
Y'all are in a town.
Oh, we are.
Dendale is like, it's not big, but it is a town.
You know, for
I
Given
only
Valley,
showed 1 handful, so I moved it to 2.
Yeah.
Same.
So
Nice.
I do have something that would go along with the consumable, and so if you guys wanted to use the consumables that we have and buy more in a second, let me get back to it.
We don't know what they'll
Um,
cost in town yet to get more.
Also, I
Yeah.
think we're getting lost in mechanics here.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
So-
would
think
say
you're
using
right.
equipment when we don't know what would replace it is probably not our best idea yet.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, are we
Okay.
waiting without resting and then going in the morning to try to get there before it freezes over?
I feel
Or
like that's
are
a
we
bad
going to
idea in
rest
case stuff
first?
happens on the road, but
Yeah,
I'll
I
go with
tend to think we
whichever
should-
the group.
Okay. I get most of my stuff back on a long rest, so I'd appreciate that. But at the same time, I don't really want to do long rest, because that's a lot of fear.
I mean, I don't know. We've already been generating a lot of fear. What's a little we're gonna do?
Y'all do generate
Fear max is
a
like 12.
lot of... Yeah. I'm already about halfway
We're
to
gonna
max.
get there.
Yeah, I'm halfway to max.
Oh, yeah.
How much fear do you generate on a long rest?
On a long rest, I will get 1d4 plus the number of PCs.
So it's going to max out.
Yeah.
What about a
Happens when
short
that maxes
rest?
out?
Short rest, I get 1d4 fear.
Well, the thing is, we're going to be doing the long rest
We're
on
gonna
the
be
way
doing a
there.
long rest anyways, so
Yeah. A question.
Mm-hmm.
If it maxes out, what happens to the excess fear?
It's lost.
Okay, in that case, long rest, because there's no reason not
Yep.
to.
Yep.
yeah.
So I'm preparing with Keeper, and that also takes care of 1 HP, right?
Yeah, if it's ostensibly just any time during the day before a long rest, I can talk to you guys, but doing it during prep for long rest makes sense now, at least.
Okay, and what does that accomplish?
I would be clearing a hit point from both Scruff and Anna. So that way they can use their rest options to do other stuff.
All right, let's go ahead and
Okay.
do that scene then.
Is anyone else getting 1 HP and preparing with us, or is it only...
I was gonna ask, how limited is that? Can Savali join in on that?
I can only do it twice, sadly, but I believe
okay.
Millar was going to use his stress reduction thing on you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna snuggle up to Valley for a bit and clear 3 stress from you. That is my once per long rest thing.
Okay.
So she is less antsy about having a cat snuggle up to her than she was about having a goat approach her.
That's fair.
Noted.
All right, so let's do these scenes then. We had one vignette with Anna, Keeper, and Scruff.
did Scruff need to roll anything for library research?
I think I already did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where are y'all having this vignette?
Definitely not the library, because Scruff could get lost in the book somehow.
Maybe the kitchen, because that's where Anna kind of keeps Scruff.
Maybe the kitchen feels like a weird idea right now because of the bread and beer cheese.
Maybe the bedroom floors on the 4th floor, since we can also be kind of going around and seeing where people stay.
Y'all can
So-
also go out
Makes sense.
into the town itself if y'all want.
That sounds
Well,
like
we'd
another good
rather-
way for Scruff to get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to the 4th floor and just hang out for a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So 4th floor. As y'all descend there, it is a living quarters floor. There is no active hostiles or warding magic, so y'all are free to find your way into one of the multiple rooms here down in the subterranean.
Anna's room is mostly bare. She's got her 2 saddle packs, and she stuffed them in her closet, and that is about what it looks like.
There is one addition. A voluminous white dress has been hung on the closet.
He's always doing things out of order, isn't he?
Yes. If we walk by my room, it's a bit odd. Where the bed would be, there is a mess of dirt, and from what you can tell, the room is filled with what appears to be sheets of paper that just with half-written music on it that has been torn or slightly burned.
Scruff is not even aware she has a room. She has a room. It's been decorated for her. She doesn't even know which room is hers.
It has like
Savali.
6 empty bookshelves and a hammock.
Savali ain't willingly going in a kennel.
That's fair.
Savali has their
I
own
mean-
room.
Excuse me, aside from the kennel, you mean?
Yes. You do not
Why the
keep
hell
an
do they keep
injured.
putting her in a kennel?
You don't keep an injured werewolf around breakable furniture.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For an injured werewolf, most furniture is breakable.
By the way, Imp, should I still be calling you Imp? He's like, take care of this imp, so... But everyone else does seem to be calling you something else.
He grabbed me by the scruff.
He did carry you out to me, grabbed by the scruff. I remember that. Is that why they're calling you Scruff? I didn't think they saw you.
Are they?
Right. Is there something you prefer to be called?
Scruff takes a bit to answer, thinks about it, opens her mouth to answer, and then puts a finger in front of her mouth, realizing that I probably shouldn't say that. Scruff works.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get sidetracked too much farther, the vignette in which the stress and healing is done. Keeper, what does this look like?
To be completely honest, I thought that scene was part of it.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, this is the lead.
Yeah, it's when you speak with an owl.
Oh, okay.
Send a token from this card to give them a benefit. Yeah.
All right, then please continue. I just wanted to make sure I had, the right of what was happening.
Yeah, no worries. Well, if you have any questions you want to ask about me, or if anything you guys want to share, feel free. I know we've known each other for a while, according to the new memories swimming around.
Can I ask the obvious but possibly slightly rude question?
Sure.
Do you need ongoing medical treatment for whatever that condition is?
No, it's fine.
I only ask because you look half dead.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm alive enough.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So, Scruff, any more stories? Compass was rather fascinating.
Ooh, Compass was cool. Actually, I recently picked up a book, and I think it's the one I'm gonna bring with me. And as she says one, she kind of looks at Anna, and then her bag, and then back to Anna, and...
I will check it before we get on the carriage, Scruff.
Okay.
But if it helps...
Takes two other books out of the pack and puts them on the floor.
I do have a book on survey and field regulations that happens to be in my pack.
Ooh.
For the trip.
Ooh. That's definitely interesting, especially since I also just found a book that's some sort of a survival guide, though I haven't heard of these Zumbanis. Anyway, seems like an interesting read so far, and some useful information even outside of a Zumbani apocalypse. Apocalypse? She starts
You have
looking
that thing
through
where
the
you also don't always use the words you read vocally with people very often, don't you?
Yes.
Just to clarify, whose room are we in right now?
I do believe y'all had gone into Anna's.
Okay.
Oh, did you join us?
Yeah, I just want to come in and seeing Scruff taking the books out of her bag and putting them down. I just want to go and sit on the books, making a note of what their titles are. Oh, for the record, you don't have to tell me what the titles are. I just wanted noted that Malo clocks that.
I was about to say, Crystal, could you roll me 2 D100s just to see which of the books from his library you pulled?
You can use the roll 20 dice. Okay.
No, that did work as intended. Cool.
All right, let me find the list of books that he has. All right, there we are. Okay, so one is titled Blessed Requirements of the Elves, is on elven religion and their pantheon. And the other is Esteemed Observations of the Lizard Folk, which is a treatise on interactions with reptilians such as the... what are they called? The frog people and the dragon people.
The ribbit and the Drakon.
I'm not the person to ask about this.
Yes, the ribbit and the Drakon.
Okay, cool. Noted. Just gonna pretend to fall asleep atop the books.
Okay. Sorry, I had to.
If Savali is within tail distance, I'm just gonna keep petting Savali with my tail. And I think I'll clear some stress like that.
Anna gets out a notebook and just writes, he put address in here. I am so annoyed. And then the words disappear. And she
Just
does
address
not
her
hide
again?
that they disappeared from Keeper either.
Bet
Oh.
you think that's real cute of you. Just to the cat.
Oh, is that to your pen pal? He said something a bit weird earlier. What does he mean by... What was the wordage that Devotion used when he put the ring on Anna?
Devotion didn't put the ring on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Devotion in the fight, I think, said when he asked and it is time, say yes.
And Aaron
The-
said, and with this, you are a representative of my household.
There we go. Household. Sorry. Repeat the name of the person one more time. Sorry.
Aaron.
Aaron.
E-I-R-N.
E-R-I-N?
Yeah, what did I say?
EIRN.
Oh,
I think that's what you said.
no, the right way. Sorry.
E-R-I-N?
Yep.
Okay, so I was thinking E-I-R-E-N. but
No.
Noted.
He's in the NPC thing on our Discord too, if you want to check later.
What?
Sorry, I got
Actual
distracted by this list of 100
That would've
books
part of
that
me.
I wrote titles for Aaron's library.
reading?
Jeez.
It's like
But yeah, if
actual
y'all
reading?
go
Let me
to
impress.
NPC
Familiarizing
catalog,
What was that question, Savali?
I was being mouthy.
Okay.
Just actual reading, in familiarizing myself with the other characters and NPCs in the
Oh.
game. No, couldn't be me.
so I'm good except
just
for
being mouthy.
one armor from this, so I think I'm good on it.
All
Did
right.
everyone pick their actions for
Well,
downtime?
I was about to say, while this is going
We
on...
hadn't gotten the downtime yet.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
we're resolving the downtime now. What other
Okay.
downtime actions need a vignette?
Alaris is gonna... Well, she's gonna sit by Malar and Savali and just work on her armor.
Just kind of patching the moss back together.
Hatching the moss back together, and they'll see this little rabbit-looking creature, but with glider wings, just crawling, walking around every now and then, bringing little bits of moss to put in, and then once he's done, he's gonna sit on Alaris's shoulder, and Alaris will say, "Thank you, Wicket."
Wicket has surprisingly sharp and curved claws for a herbivore, but they're entirely meant for climbing.
Would anyone else like to generate hope, or are they going to be doing other stuff?
Yeah. I was thinking, well, we get 2 downtime actions.
Yep.
So we get 2
So-
downtime actions. I'm going to be doing stress and hope. So if anyone else wants to do hope, we can get an additional hope. So it'd
Savali will be doing that as well, preparing
Right.
for the next day, and also working on her armor.
Okay, so how do y'all two prepare?
Body, don't forget to play your stress, right?
for hope while everyone's
Yes,
working.
I did clear my stress. Thank you.
Yee.
Okay.
So, real quick, because of Keeper, Scruff cleared an HP, right?
Yes. So did Anna.
Yep, I got mine.
Okay, I want to make sure of that before we moved on. And then during downtime, Scruff is also going to repair an armor and clear a stress.
I think that prepare with Keeper counts as one of the downtimes, right?
Yep.
So
oh, my bad.
So you get to hope, but that's one of your choices.
Gotcha. Oh, I also get a hope?
To hope.
2 hope?
2 hope.
You would get 2 hope if you decided to do hope as part of your preparations.
And
Oh,
Alaris, you don't need to roll. You only had 2 marked, and the roll is like 1 plus your tier, so you can't roll low enough to not fully repair your armor.
Okay.
We're tier
Are
1.
we doing a short rest or a long rest?
It's a long rest because we physically, well, we've already maxed out here. There's no reason not to.
Yep.
All right.
Theoretically, we'll be able to do a couple of extra actions during the ride over. So if you're worried about anything, don't.
Yeah.
I
I
like
am-
that laugh.
I'm not going to do the hope thing. I'm going to clear an armor slot instead.
Does she still get the HP without doing the hope thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's a separate
The
thing.
HP
Gotcha.
thing is completely separate from doing a long rest.
Oh, yeah, that's a bard thing.
Inspirational words. For some reason, I can't just click it and post it.
Okay. So, for my 2 things, I cleared an HP because of the bard thing, and then I cleared an armor slot.
The
So that's
HP
my
is
2
not
things,
related
correct?
to a long rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was. So
Nope,
for the long rest,
Yeah, it's just a bard thing.
okay.
Hard thing.
Then for the long rest, I would like to clear an armor slot and clear stress. That's the 2 things for the long rest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Scruff is good.
All right. Waller says he is tending all wounds and clearing all stress.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. Is there any other vignettes that we want or need to play through?
I'm curious about the moss armor, but I don't
Y'all
want
can
to
have that interaction. This is a cozy horror game.
Something thought this was cozy horror. Turns out I'm a cozy whore. Yeah. So, what gets you making... Was that moss? How do you make that into... Hell, how do you wear that?
It's soft on the skin, truth be told.
Protective?
Very. Especially if you weave it in the way that I have. It makes it stronger.
I tend to stick with leather.
I have very
keeps
few
you-
leather bits. I have a belt
If it keeps
of
you
some
breathing,
sort.
I ain't gonna criticize it.
Thank you, Sally.
Moss armor. I see there's some weird... Not fucking with my head. Or anybody else's. And it just kind of like chuckles to herself a little bit as she keeps working on her own armor.
And I advance one of my countdowns.
Yay. Wait a minute, the opposite of yay.
Oh, no.
Mechanically, I don't know if it'll do anything, but I'm gonna go over to... Oh shoot. The name, it has left my brain. Alaris.
Yes.
Carrying what looks like a small bucket of dirt that is glowing very slightly green with lines throughout it. If you want, you can incorporate some of this.
May I ask what it is?
It's a strain of mycelium that I'm familiar with.
Strain of your
This
what?
will come in handy.
Mycelium. Type of fun guy.
I'm not apologizing for that one.
Ooh.
I don't know if it'll help much, but it might help to hold it together a little better.
That it will. Thank you.
It just nods.
If Scruff
And-
is in the room, she chimes in with, "It's true, people have made bricks with mycelium."
Yes, they
Yes,
have.
they have. Yes.
I am going to go back to slowly plucking the strings.
I'm probably taking drafting tools and making a rudimentary map of what I can remember of the city layout.
Thanadale or Whaler's Crest?
Of Weller's Crest, just kind of while people are talking, she's kind of like doodling and laying stuff out as best she can remember.
Oh, sure. Give me one
Not really
second.
like project, just what we're doing.
Where are you at? There you are. I'll just throw it up in the general.
Interesting.
Whoa. Nice.
All right. So if there's no more vignettes, we'll move on to the next scene.
Let's get ready to get attacked by... I don't know.
I will spend...
Goblin wolves.
Hold on.
Oh, hell, I'm giving the GM ideas.
WOLVES? No. All right. I will go ahead and spend 2 fear as the sun does not rise in the next morning due to the gray, overcast skies. The sound of near freezing rain pattering on the roof echoes throughout the room as y'all find your way up to the upper floors of the tower. The table has been set for breakfast in the early morning hours. A set of candles gives some illumination. Breakfast consists of a thick porridge filled with chunks of meat, a splash of honey, and dried berries. There is
the
also
meat identifiable?
mutton. There is also a travel bag of supplies that have been left on the table for you. Looking inside of it, it has 2 shanks of corn salted beef, 2 water containers, and a small box of pocket soup.
Pocket soup.
Yes, pocket soup is a dried semi-gelatinous material that you can either just chew on directly or boil to make a broth. Think early days bouillon.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
So you're saying these are packaged things we found?
Yeah, they were left on the table for you. You're not sure who left them.
It was 2 water, the packaged soup, and what was it?
2 shanks of corn salted beef. About a day's worth of travel food.
Well, at least we ain't gonna starve.
Weather is local, right? Maybe it'll clear up along the way.
You can hope. Regardless, we need to leave.
Hell yeah. And, Savali's going to just hurriedly check on the stick with the notches in it.
The stick has 3 notches in it today.
It has 3 notches in it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it does.
It's better not to think about these things.
She's gonna snap it in half in disgust.
Maybe check for another one in case you filled up the first.
Yeah, she may as well.
Go ahead and make a... what was I having you roll for that?
Instinct.
Instinct roll, yep.
Well,
At least you get hope.
No other sticks.
yeah, do I get a hope?
Yeah.
Yay, that's something.
Well, to the carriage.
Y'all leaving the breakfast?
I just must say,
No,
While
Scruff
everyone-
absolutely eats. Or
Yeah. We'll eat first.
there wasn't even a question. Scruff just saw the food, sat down, ate a bowlful.
makes sense. Yeah, no, before he
Sure,
goes
why
down
not?
to breakfast, he wants to go back into Anna's room, and presuming that the book Esteemed Observations of the Lizard Folk is still there, he will turn back into his humanoid form, pick the book up, and then turn back into it.
All right, see if he gets
So
stressed.
he'll have it he'll have it in his, it'll meld with his equipment. Stress.
Alarming and useful. Oh,
Nope.
nope.
Um,
Take a stress this time.
Pocket stress. That, yeah, very cool. But yeah, he has that book.
All right.
And then he'll go and like noisily eat the food.
So, as y'all head out, Elias has brought the carriage around to the front. The cobblestones pattering with the sound of rain. The carriage holds 4 inside. It has a buckboard where the driver and 1 other person can sit, and a backboard where 2 people can sit. Elias is wearing a canvas cloak, well waxed, with a hood pulled up over his head. You see a short club at his hip and a toolbox tucked under the buckboard. For those of you who do not know what a buckboard is, because you don't know carriages, a buckboard is the small board between the carriage and the horses, which the driver will generally sit, and is there to prevent the carriage from being damaged if the horse starts to buck and kick.
Hence buckboard. Makes sense.
Anna will get Qatar ready. She'll ride Qatar for at least part of the trip. And you'll see her carrying her saddlebags out. One goes where the normal saddlebag is. The other one goes in front of the saddle. One side of it is a short, like, backpack frame with, like, her water, her lantern, and stuff on it. The other side is, like, the pack that actually goes on the backpack from her front saddlebags. And then her saddle has a buckle leather strap on the front that's looser, and a smaller circle on the back where she slides a staff in and buckles it on to the side of the saddle over one of her legs.
Before we...
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, for the record, it is currently about 30 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 degrees Celsius.
Of course it is.
Since it's once per session and be heading out to, definitely not an ambush, I'm going to go ahead and activate my rally ability since it covers the whole session, and now seems like a good time.
Sounds good.
So, describe how you rally the party. Okay. Before we head out, I would just like to say the world right now is rather perilous. There is much that could go wrong on our journeys, but at the very least, trust that I will always have your back.
I'm assuming this is said inside the building and not standing in the rain.
Yes.
I have a thing about the rain when we finish.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay.
Everyone gain rally.
Gain rally. Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Hell yeah. I don't know how to do that on my sheet.
Just note that you have a
You
rally
just
die.
give me 1 second posting the information. Remember that this can clear stressful during a fight. Who knows?
Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
That'll do as a reminder. So, and this is mostly a DM question. Prestidigitation. Can I use that to keep the carriage dry?
That is a bit too large of an area.
Bit too large. Okay. Can I do it to keep myself dry?
You'll have to be continually recasting it, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, I don't mind sitting outside, so I probably just take a seat next to the driver.
All right. Elias does
You
not mind you
just
saying
chant
that.
magic the whole time.
You're going to have a sore throat. But speaking of
I
which,
don't think it needs
Thematic component? Sorry,
Yeah,
not thematic.
doesn't need a component or me to speak, but
there is like some activities that happen when you cast magic just to channel and draw energy and power and focus it. So while it's not necessarily a big or a large gesture, there is a periodic gesture that needs to be made.
yeah, and I'd probably just move my hands to keep it.
Okay, so who is staying inside? Then y'all have 4 seats inside the carriage. I know Anna and Scruff are external.
In that case, wouldn't we all be able to fit inside? Or did I
I say
miscount?
Dola definitely goes inside. Savali, I'm not so sure.
Dola is a large wolf.
Uh,
This is basically y'all have a Great Dane in there.
Oh,
Laying
jeez.
down on the floor.
Muller is a cat, so he won't take up as much space as a humanoid.
even sound. Yeah.
I think between small Malor and extra size Dolor, that probably takes up about 1.5 seats.
I'm willing to sit in the back if it's needed.
I think that depends on Savali, because if Savali's going to be outside, then you'd be okay inside.
Yeah. Savali's probably going to be riding outside.
Okay.
All right, if you're sure.
On
Don't.
the
get
on the
cold.
backboard then? Okay.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
And because Anna does travel in weather frequently, there is, like those like horse dressing, like little blanket cover things that you do tie-ons. Qatar has its own like cover.
Okay. That's good.
Scruff talks to Elise just about everything and nothing.
Briefly misheard that as horse stressing.
So, as we set off, everyone who is outside, I need you to make me just a fear or hope roll. So, roll me duality. This is reaction, so the number does not matter. It just depends on whether you have high or low.
That's fair.
This also does not generate fear or hope. I said that, right?
You do
Okay.
not.
Not
Good
said
to
that,
know.
but
I thought I heard it. And that just leaves Anna.
damn, that
All
was
right.
a good roll.
All right. If you rolled with fear, mark 1 stress as the cold and the rain starts to seep and into you. As y'all set off down the road, we begin the travel rest. So, traveling counts as a long rest. However, everyone has to spend one of their rest actions for a ongoing group project, which is the trip. This does not use your long rest for the day.
Right? Let's see.
Well, considering I think your fear either is full or will be full,
Mm-hmm.
I might do the armor for mine instead of the tithe. I only have 1 armor, but I think I'll do that one.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to tend to my wounds while we travel.
All right.
I believe I
I'm
can't
gonna
do it to anyone
prepare.
outside the carriage. Once again, if someone is just missing 1 stress or 1 hit point, then I can do inspirational words again.
But all of us outside have 1 stress. No, wait, not him.
Yeah,
Savali and me.
Unfortunately, I think
Yeah,
I
but
don't
we're
know if the
outside.
GM will allow me to do that
You would have to
open
the window and shout at them.
in a torrential storm. Yeah, probably not.
Don't recommend it.
Nah,
What if you do that,
probably
and what if you just give them like a thumbs up?
I don't think that'll work, sadly.
good character moment, but I don't think that'll do the trick.
As y'all are traveling,
tried.
let's see Savali, Scruff, Anna, which of you has the highest instinct?
I've got a +1 to instinct.
Probably
Plus
Plus 1
Savali.
here as well.
Oh, I'm +1 also.
Okay.
All of us.
Choose one of y'all.
What's your Savali?
Savali.
All right, Savali, sitting on the backboard, you notice as y'all are traveling down the river road, a flock of about 10 large, dark feathered birds just kind of drafting along the gust behind y'all. Not quite in formation. Some of them break off and then come back, but it seems to be a consistent 10.
Keep it quiet, but...
And that costs me
Being
another 2
followed.
fear. All right, so let's just go down the list. Over the course of the 16-hour trip, Scruff, what is one thing that catches your attention?
Said this is like icy area.
Yeah, the Thandale Vale is about 100 miles south of the polar cap. You're driving down a road next to like a nearly mile wide, nearly frozen river in sleeting rain, being tailed by 10 blackbirds.
But yeah, just in case I wasn't clear, Savali is quietly cluing everybody into him.
I notice and point out random animal holes to our driver and talk about the possible animals that made them.
As you are talking with Elias and pointing them out, you do see what looks like a wild ram emerging from like a small hillock cave. Its fur wild and like just completely unshorn, its horns looped around themselves twice.
Ooh.
Getter, over the course of this 16 hours while you're inside the carriage, what idle thoughts into your mind?
This is something I was actually going to talk with you about, message you during the break, but I was looking at starting on a project.
Oh, yeah, what project?
So, perfect timing. He thinks back to that last where everyone came together for that one beautiful moment. And it's kind of wishing he could have done more. So he's trying to think of some kind of spell or offensive ability that he could do with his cello, whether it be like some sort of sound magic or something to just harsh their vibe really badly. So he's going to be thinking, basically, how can I make myself strong enough to help them fight outside of my own supportive abilities?
All right.
Harshen my mellow, man.
I will go ahead and start a project in your notes, and we'll talk a little bit about that later.
That's great.
All right, Savali, beyond staring at suspicious crows, what is...
Crows are blackbirds.
Crows are blackbirds, yes.
No, those are two different creatures.
Don't think that being in another state prevents me from biting you.
What is one scent you catch that you're not expecting?
One scent I catch that I'm not expecting. In the woods, in the rain, Arctic. I want to say briefly, and she's not even sure if she imagined it or not, hot chocolate. She gets a strong whiff of hot chocolate at one point, which she's had, but not for years. But she remembers what it smells like, and she can't tell where it's coming from. She can't tell if she's just imagining it with wishful thinking. But there it is.
Let's see here. Malor, during this 16-hour trip, who do you remember?
Oh, I think I'm gonna remember my first pet, Banta. I think about him. I try not to think about how that ended, how we parted ways. But yeah, I think about the good times, running through fields with him, training him to attack things with his head. Good times. Good times.
All right. Alaris, during this trip, what is one thing you play with to occupy your mind or your time?
I'd say she was either fiddling with the edge of her cloak or just holding one of her trinkets in her hand.
And Anna, as you're riding outside, what is one thing you see in the river that catches your attention?
A large floating biomass with bluegrass.
Bluegrass? I like that. Y'all stop about midday. Elias has a small little metal cup that he pours a little oil into and ignites and puts a small pot over for y'all to put the pocket soup in. And as the water boils and breaks it down, he takes a knife and he shaves strips of the corned beef off into it and makes just a very rough traveler soup, giving y'all some of the leftover crusty bread that he has in his pack to add some more texture to the meal.
Can we do our break pretty soon?
I was about to say, as y'all crest the last hill and see the walled city of Whaler's Crest, we go to break and we'll pick up with y'all's arrival there.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Good time for a break.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'll just send you a message with what ideas I had for.
So, to our wonderful and esteemed viewers, please leave a comment in the chat about what scenes you've enjoyed so far. We will be back in about 15 minutes. We are going to tend to the necessities of humanity, and then we'll be back for the second half of this. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of the bonus roll. I am, as always, forever and eternally, your lovely, friendly, welcoming, and assuring Game Master Gyrnos. We have all made it back successfully, facing harrowing trials such as the toll of the feral cat. Alright, so let's see here now. Y'all left off. We had just finished the travel vignettes. Cresting the hill that blocks Whaler's Crest from view, you see its low wall lining the outer edge of the buildings. Most of them built to weather storms and weather, much like y'all have been traveling through. To the south and the north, you see a rough road traveling along the coastline to other locations. The cliff that the Whaler's Caves have been dug into rises to the south end of the city, and you see a lone figure standing on top of that distant point. Hard to make out specifics other than the general humanoid shape, and as y'all continue down towards the gate to the city, its arms spread and it topples forward off of the cliff, disappearing in from your view.
How far from us is this?
About maybe half a mile.
Was there water underneath where it topped?
Yeah, the cliff overlooks Ice Pearl Bay.
Imp probably stands up to try to get to him, but disappears before Imp can really even get off the carriage.
Well, I mean, that's at far distance, the south part of the city, and we're on the road entering.
Yeah. But Imp would notice, react to do something, but then realize just way too far away to do anything.
It may be worth bringing up to the guards.
Savali would notice and not attempt to do anything.
All right.
Speaking of attempting to approach the guards, if they ask us, is there anything in particular we want to say we're in the city for?
Meeting up with the wizard.
I was going to say attempting to meet with the Three Touched in order to gain a meeting with the wizard. Or
So we're
sorcerer.
just going to declare that at the gates?
You would know more than any of
Yes.
us. Is there any reason not to?
You know what? You're a bard? Yes, actually, why don't you say that you're here to try to interview them?
He freezes for a second and he goes, yes. Yes,
Interview the wizard? Scruff asks, a little confused.
I could also somewhat tell the truth here. I am looking for assistance on creating a spell, and he would be likely the best person that I could have access to.
So shall we present as your retinue for this?
If you are willing, I would not force any of you to follow me into this.
We're already
You have
all
other
being
ideas?
forced. You ain't doing the force in here.
I thought
Understood.
Aaron asked us to meet the wizard.
Yes.
He said
Asked.
please, but he said that we would do it no matter what.
This is
We-
Scruff
we
being very
are-
nice.
Yeah.
Scruff, we are, but we have to meet the Three Touched first.
Right.
And people don't like when you just go up to I need to make you let this person see me. If we approach them as we need to talk to them and then we bring up greater concerns, then they don't feel bad.
Okay.
Because, okay,
can
let's
follow
say
that.
that you wanted to check a fact in a book, right?
Yes.
But that fact you want to check is for something else you're reading. That book would be like, you just look up one thing and you put it back on the shelf. And that's how these people would feel.
I think I understand.
Good, because I was running out of analogy on that one.
Can Scruff read while y'all do this thing?
That sounds like a great plan.
Go for it.
Scruff pulls out her book and begins to read while following wherever you guys go.
Right, so Elias drives out right up to the gates. The city is about, the walls around the city are about maybe 8 feet tall. Easy enough to see over when you're coming down the vale, but at the foot level of it, giving the impression of security, even if the walls are a little ice-coated and weather-damaged. It has been about 16 hours on the road. Y'all left at about 6 in the morning, so y'all are actually pretty late in the day. Let's see here now. So it'd be about 10 o'clock for y'all. The gates are closed, though a guard stands watch at the tower as y'all approach.
Is it still storming?
Yeah, it has been drizzling, cold, wet, and raining all day. He does not look particularly happy to be out there, but he holds the oil lantern at his station out and looks down at y'all and is like, "Y'all made it just before I closed off. I hope y'all having a good day."
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Right. So, coming in after dark, it is a slight fee, just to encourage people to be here earlier. No blame on you. It's just the city council decided to raise funds. The Burgermeister approved it, and so y'all have the coin on hand to pay the toll.
How much coin do you need, sir?
A handful of it will be enough.
We
hand
definitely
him a
need an
handful of
insight
gold.
check.
You can make an insight check
Scruff just hands
Is he
a
asking
handful
for
to
a
him.
handful for the group or a handful each?
for the group.
If he's
Scruff
already
hands it
handed,
over.
then I won't.
I
You
do
don't
hand it
have
over.
to, Scruff.
The reason I
Oh.
am doing this is because I'm going to go ahead and ask him a quick question after. Sir, I understand you're quite busy.
And
Would you
I
be...
am freezing my parts off that I will not talk about in front of ladies.
That is fair. Is there any shot that you'd be willing to point me in the direction of the touched? I require their assistance with a matter that unfortunately I cannot discuss here.
I won't be able to point you at them, especially at this hour, I'm afraid, but I can set you in the right direction for them.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. So,
I thought you were just getting help with a spell.
he blinks a few times.
The details of the spell, unfortunately, I have not given to my allies.
Right, none of my business. So, the easiest one for you, I would say, is you should head on down to... this time of night, who would be open? He shakes his head, shrugs.
I
Right,
would be willing to meet with them in the morning if you happen to know where they generally hang out.
the Harbor Master would be the easiest one to meet with at the morning, Maeve. You'll find her out near the docks.
Thank you.
Let's see here. The other one, the father, he keeps to the shrine at the overlook. He points towards the cliffs.
Oh, well, that's worrying.
And unfortunately, no one knows much about the third touched.
Understood. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Problem.
We did see something fall from the cliff in that area.
I'll get a party and have them take a look at it. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you, sir.
Do y'all have a place to stay for the night?
Not as of yet. Do you have any recommendations?
Y'all going to look to have your own rooms, or y'all just going to take a common space?
Either is fine for me. As for my companions, is there a consensus?
Scruff does not care one way or the other.
Well, since we don't know how long we'll be here, perhaps with you having a large retinue with you, a common space would be prudent for the first night.
Understood. Sounds like a common space would be appreciated.
Right. Well, if you follow the main road towards the docks, about 2 rows back, you'll see a 3-story tall building made of timber and gray stone. That's the Golden Spite. It's the inn we recommend for people who think they're going to be staying a while and don't necessarily looking for anything too fancy.
Thank you. I'm sorry, did you say it was called the Goals of Spite?
No, the Goals Respite.
Oh, I see.
And mechanics question. You had mentioned not usually marking stuff like lodging as far as expenses while we're playing this.
Yeah.
So it may or may not have really mattered on the choices, but I just wanted to kind of check in on that. We should probably expect that if they say an amount, we're probably not marking it for that.
Yeah, no.
Also, in character, it's probably better we have somewhere we can all watch each other's back instead of getting ambushed in our own rooms, because the storyteller has many fear.
In fact, I'm going to spend another 2 fear.
See? Stuff like that.
As the hour wanes and y'all led into the city, there is no light to guide your path. There is no oil lamps up and running, despite there being a few of them. Several of them appear to be damaged or broken. You think the weather was too bad for the lamplighters to come out and illuminate them tonight. As such, I need one of y'all to make what do I want to tie this to? Let's go with instinct roll.
I would appreciate it if literally anyone else did it.
I'll do it.
Okay. 16 with fear. Awesome. It takes a bit navigating to find your way through. The town of Whaler's Crest is larger than Thanadale, so you don't particularly worry about the carriage being stuck or finding a place it cannot move through. However, it does take an hour for y'all to sort through, and the 11 o'clock bell is tolling from somewhere, you're not quite sure where, the center of town, announcing how late it is in the evening as y'all find your way to the Gull's Respite. It is a 3-story tall, weather-darkened timber building. Gray stone makes up the lower floor. As you approach, you hear the wood creaking slightly from the strength of the gusts of wind. Ice has started to form on all of y'all. There is, fortunately, a stable, which Elias waits for y'all to disembark before heading towards with Anna's horse in tow. Knocking on the door, it takes a couple minutes before a gray-skinned dwarf with a long white beard to open. He looks up at you, Bleria, and it's like, come on in. It's late enough that I assume you're either here to find a place to sleep or be a problem.
Sleep, sir.
Already slipped inside that door.
The inside of... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, after Scruff gets inside, still being dry from her own prestidigitation, one by one, she boops each of the party members on the nose and casts prestidigitation to dry and gently warm them.
Thank you, Scruff.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, fancy tricks aside, so he is carrying a small bullseye lantern, the hood drawn to only point the light in one direction ahead of him. In the main room, the fire has been banked, just being smoldering coals to keep the area warm. There are a number of people appearing to be asleep in bedrolls or just a blanket thrown down on the ground with a pillow. He kind of gestures y'all over towards the bar where he opens the hood a bit more and pulls out like a small book and some quill and ink. Afraid to say that the kitchen's closed for the evening. I got a little bit of the stew left, but ain't warm. Are y'all wanting a space in here or y'all want private rooms?
The space in here should be fine, sir. Thank you.
Right.
I'll take a bowl of stew.
All right. He nods. You can...
What's in the stew? What's in the stew?
Fish stew. Perpetual. A keeper simmering in the kitchen.
I'll take him.
All right. It'll be a couple minutes for me to bring it back up to, like, eat and heat and add some more, but I'll bring it out to you. Y'all can settle down wherever you want. I suggest, not too far from the hearth, but wherever you're comfortable is fine. Just try not to be in anyone's walk path if they need to hit the privy. The room itself has, like, that faint wood smoke and salt smell that is common to a lot of older inns on the beach. After about maybe 10 minutes, he brings out 2 wooden bowls with wooden spoons of a thin fish stew. It has potatoes and like whole bits of cobbed corn floating in it. He hands those over and it's like, all right, I'm going to get back to sleep. I got an early morning and I got a be baking bread in about 5 hours.
Thank you.
He nods and heads back into the kitchen where you presume he probably has like a cot or something.
Don't trust him.
What?
Sits almost too close to the fire and reads as she drinks her soup.
I said I don't trust him.
So
Forget it.
Do you want some sort of shift then? You
Some
have
sort
good
of what?
instincts, Savali. Do you want us to take some sort of shift?
No. Forget it.
I'm willing to stay awake for the beginning.
No. Anything tries to get in, me or Dole will see it.
Alrighty, I'm going to pull out a sleeping bag that's just a little bit too thick.
Anna will prop up her saddlebags underneath her, so she's like laying at like recliner chair level instead of flat when she's setting up her spot against a wall.
Okay.
Alaris is probably gonna curl up against one of the walls, but stay close to the fire for warmth.
Okay.
After like an hour or two, Scruff falls asleep while reading the book, head in the empty bowl.
If for some reason, Keeper, you just can't manage to go to sleep at the first, well, feel free to wake me up later.
He lays down into the sleeping bag and then just completely stops moving. Like, nothing.
All right. As much as I want more fear, y'all don't necessarily have to take this sleep as a long rest unless you want to.
Yeah, I don't think we benefit from making it a long rest.
Particularly since y'all are only able to get about 5 hours of sleep before you're woken by the sound of people starting to wake up in the main room, pack their stuff up, and smell the warm scent of salt bread and sear butter coming from the kitchen. Going to spend another fear to keep the oppressive weather rolling.
All right.
As y'all wake up after about 5 hours of sleep, groggy, tired, and fighting against inertia, each and every one of you has a headache and a slight shiver. Go ahead and mark a stress for me.
Right?
What if I don't want to?
Then I can go in and mark it for you.
Then you should have been a furbolg like Malar.
No,
was gonna say-
I still mark it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I still have inspirational words if anyone needs to talk.
Think I'm gonna say I marked that stress because I didn't. In a new environment, running all over with these zoomies all night, up and down. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah, no,
exploring
like,
this.
there's like 4 people that tried to catch you, not just necessarily to stop you, but to cuddle you.
Yeah, no.
Eventually y'all come to wakefulness. The innkeeper's name you learn is Remy Greywake, and he plies y'all with hot black coffee, mulled cider, some of the perpetual stew if you want more of it, or salt bread with sear butter.
Stew and bread.
I think I'm
sounds
good
so
on butter
good.
for the moment.
He goes back into the kitchen for a few minutes and then comes back with a loaf of it's basically a piece of fried bread. A piece of fried fish that has had a bread baked around it, and he gives it to Delar. With the meal, he sets out like small jars of pickled roots in case someone wants something slightly more crunchy to go with all the soft of everything else.
I look at him with big sad eyes as
He
fish.
he takes a bit of fish out of the stew pot and tosses it to you.
I don't eat
violate the gods of laws and man for some fresh berries right now.
He smiles and shrugs. Well, nothing I can do to help you with that. Sorry. No, y'all didn't get much rest, so here. And he pushes the very black, very strong coffee. It is more gravy thick than liquid.
Of the food, Scruff takes a helping of everything. The coffee, she takes a sip, goes, ooh, okay, not for me.
I still
And then
I still her
continues
cup.
It is
I was
as
gonna do that.
bitter as a jilted lover.
Damn,
Yep, coffee.
okay.
Not for Scruff, but she at least wanted to try it.
I am just going to be snacking on the roots.
It's very, basically, it's like parsnip and baby carrots that have been pickled in black vinegar.
Sounds good.
That does actually
It's
sound
better
good.
than nothing.
I could have eaten.
At Savali's grumbling, he does give her a mug of apple cider. Best I can do, dear. Right. So, y'all came in pretty late, so I'm fairly sure y'all did not get the warm welcome at the gates. Welcome to Whalers Crest. I am Grimmy Greywake of Clan Greywake. Me and my kin have been tending this hearth for near on 10 generations.
Oh, you must have plenty of stories.
A few, but you know what they say, it is a good bartender who keeps his mouth shut and his ears open.
I understand. And here I was curious about, well, the third touched. Everything I've heard says he's mysterious and unknown.
He frowns a little. Make a persuasion roll. Or not persuasion, presence. This is... You are strangers, so it's more difficult right now.
I would like to assist if I can, just by leaning forward, looking interested, and my eyes darting in between the two of them.
Yeah.
I will allow that. Go
is
ahead and
it-
spend your hope.
Is it hope to use an experience?
Yep.
Would either Wandering Minstrel or Keeper of Hope work here?
I
Keeper's
think...
got a lot of connotations, but I think Wandering Minstrel makes sense.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
Wandering
asking for a
Minstrel
story.
would make more sense.
Right? So it's +2, and then I get an advantage die, I believe.
I roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you roll it. Okay.
Anna rolls it because she has a special advantage feature.
Okay. So that's 7 +2, that's 9. +2 is 11, +7 is 18, 22
was
with
a
fear.
4, not a 2 on your roll.
Yeah,
You have a 20.
yeah. That is
20,
a 20 with fear. I will take that fear. Anna, does that trigger your thing?
I'm not sure what you mean, because if you mean the demigod, I have to fail with fear on my own roll.
Ah, okay. That's what it is. Okay. I'll take that fear gleefully.
But actually helping someone doesn't do anything with it.
Oh, wow. That is a really good hi, I'm your friend build then. Remy kind of looks Keeper up and down. Not quite frowning, but like there's a I don't know you kind of energy to him. I can't tell you too much about the third because I don't know them personally, but I can tell you that the old third isn't around anymore. So you may have a little bit of that to owe to the whole mysterious aura, and he wiggles his fingers a little as he says that.
Ooh. Well, thank you very much. You said your family's been around for 10 generations, right?
Oh, my family's been around since, the first dawn, but we've been keeping stuff here for about 10 generations now.
Is there any theme with the third? I noticed the first is the Dockmaster, the second is the priest.
The sorcerer likes to keep his helpers connected to the goings on in the city. That's about all I can tell you. So whoever it is, it's either someone who is in power or is up and coming power.
Thank you. Well,
One moment, I'm trying to figure out how Scruff would phrase this, because something did pop into the head. You said the sorcerer, and one of the touched got replaced. How long has the sorcerer been here, and has it been the same sorcerer?
I can't tell you nothing about how long they've been here, but I can tell you as long as my family's been here, there's been a sorcerer.
Okay, interesting. Passed down, or if they found some sort of immortality?
I will say
Yeah.
Keeper freezes up a little bit once he hears how long the sorcerer's been around, but passes.
So Anna adds on, her eyes dancing with mischief. So, does that mean you can tell us if any public offices or long-renowned businesses have recently changed hands in a similar time frame?
He kind of stops and strokes his beard. I can tell you that, and this is probably something they should have warned you about at the gate, but considering the order came in, I assume they didn't. The number of disappearances that we've had lately, a lot of properties and positions have been changing hands.
She makes a pout like it's bad for the story, and she goes, well, take that to heart and be careful.
Sorry I can't give you more. If I could, I would.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe we should check on the father.
Weren't we going to go to the docks in the morning?
Yes,
Are
but I
we
worry.
away?
I kind of do the,
Yeah.
we saw something fall from where we know
Well-
the father was.
Let's follow your instinct then.
Does anyone disagree?
No, I don't disagree.
Nah.
But GM, can I just check that, check that last statement that he made?
Which
that
one?
If he could help us more, he would.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Alright, instinct, right?
Yep.
I'm not adding any experiences to this.
Ooh.
Oh man, 14 with fear. I want to change that to with hope.
Aw.
The Mark II stress.
Okay, that's fair. So, the impression you get from him is that was a half-truth at best. That if he could help you, he probably would, but he wouldn't go out of his way to do so.
Okay, interesting. I want to go up to Alaris and just kind of jump up her shoulder and try to whisper in her ear in a way that he knows more than he's letting on.
Can you speak in animal form?
Yeah, you can in Daggerheart.
Interesting.
Yep.
But I don't want the innkeep.
I'm going to ask for a
Nice.
finesse roll.
Yes. Ooh. Can I add Devil's Advocate to this? My experience.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, cool.
I think whispering in someone's
makes
ear
sense.
is very devil's advocate.
Like, almost the definition.
Man, a 10 with faith. What is this roll? I'll take it.
He kind of flicks his eyes up at you as you hop up on her shoulder and furrows his brow. I'm going to ask you next time, though, if you got animals with you to keep them either outside in the stables or in a room.
If that was a failure with fear, that is what triggered.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Yep.
got off.
I was gonna ask.
I'm aware.
Oh god.
Tasty,
How much
tasty.
fear are you on right now?
I am up to 11 again. Y'all keep giving it to me and I keep spending it.
Fine. Take it. I can't afford to mark a stress right now.
You might want to have a talk with the bard later.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't forget your rally
Already
die
on-
can reduce stress.
Oh yeah, I did forget that. Actually. Yeah.
Good to remember.
Yeah. I did forget. I'll roll that now, actually. Just because.
How much stress are you at?
4 right now.
Then that would be a good time to roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so because I'm going to spend 1 fear, and because I don't have everyone's sheet memorized, does anyone have a card from the Splendor domain?
Don't.
Splendor domain. I do not.
No.
What was the symbol for splendor?
The shield?
Splendor, if I
Oh,
remember correctly, is just the seraph.
Is it the sun thing?
I think so, yeah. Hold on. Let me grab my...
Vala is the shield, I believe.
Valor is the shield. You're right, yeah. Where is that thing? Domains. I was looking at it a second ago.
Ah, thank you. I clear 4 stress from.
Dang! And you're going to be locked out of the rally dice until the next rest.
Wizard gets Splendor as well? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Wizard and Seraph are Splendor. There we are. Yeah.
So there's like a circle, and each of the 2 sides get 2.
Yeah.
So, and of course, with the Warlock and Witch, they introduced the new Domain of Dread. So, Alaris and I share that because we're from the new one that both has it. But, I have the same option as one of yours as the Bard.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so what's happening?
Does anyone have any Splendor abilities?
Did you take
I
Bolt
do
Beacon, Mending
not.
Touch, or Reassurance, Scruff?
Repeat that.
Did you take Bolt Beacon, Mending Touch, or Reassurance?
I do not believe I did.
Okay.
Okay. Then no
Then-
Splendor abilities.
That is fine.
Okay.
That is good.
And because I was familiar with the city and we kind of drew up the map, do I already know where the church is to kind of help lead us there?
Yeah, you would be able to find the way. It's a small shrine, basically. Think. Actually, no, I can just give you a description because y'all, other than the absolute horrible rain and the fact that y'all have no means of transportation other than walking, y'all spend about 40 minutes walking through the cold and rain, shivering, starting to seep into your bodies, despite like the cold weather gear and stuff just from the perpetual exposure. As y'all leave the city proper, follow the pathway up along the cliff top. Looking out over the cliff, you see for the first time in real detail, at least for those of you who are new here, Ice Pearl Bay, a glittering expanse of pale blue water filled with large to small chunks of ice that have been rolled and rounded into pearl shapes, looking like gems floating in this or placed upon blue silk. From looking... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, once again, Scruff uses prestidigitation to stay dry. Doesn't keep me from getting cold, because only doing one effect at a time, but at least stay dry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more for the books.
Natch.
I mean, book. Definitely just one book.
I leave part of my bags with Elias to be locked in the carriage.
Okay.
So that I just have my smaller, like, travel backpack that I wear. And I think at least most of us would have some kind of weather gear. I know I was doing land surveying. I know a bard travels a lot. The moss is pretty absorbent. Savali is normally outdoors a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all are not, like, in any
She
physical
very is.
danger. It's just you're starting to get kind of cold and numb and shivery. Looking down off of the cliffs, you do see the half-skeletized carcass of a whale that has been pulled halfway into one of a number of large caverns that were either naturally eroded or carved into the cliffside. Following the trail up to the top, you come to a very old stone building, about maybe 80 feet in circumference, made out of old gray stone that have been stacked together into a kind of neat dome shape, with a opening facing the road and a hand-fitted stone wall around the edge. Not tall enough to keep a person out, but definitely tall enough to discourage whatever predators may hunt the Vale at the night that are, you know, about the size of a medium dog or smaller. A barely visible trickle of smoke seeps out of the opening in the roof, announcing that there is a fire going inside.
Like a fireplace, like it's meant to be on fire and such?
Yeah.
Okay. Double checking that, that's what I thought, just wanted to double check.
Worth double checking.
Does this seem near in the location of where we saw the figure dive from?
It's about maybe 100 feet to the cliff edge, you think? So you think this is about near it was.
Is the door closed?
There is no door. There is what looks like rough old beaten leather that has been attached to the stone and hanging over the doorway.
In that case, I will make my way in, I suppose.
Make my way. Sorry. Opening the little leather passway, you are hit in the face with the smell of wood smoke and roasting fish, honeyed woad, and the smell of old books. The inside of the room is lined with tapestries and woven cloth to soften the hardness of the stone walls. The dirt floor has been covered with what looks like straw and then topped with rugs to provide a soft walking surface. The center of the room has a raised stone platform with a brazier going in a brass brazier with a fire going in it, warming the place. You see a small packet of what looks like cloth set on the edge of that, with half-eaten fish resting on top of it, with a pair of eating utensils. A thin man in his late 50s looks up at you. Tall, almost gaunt. His skin is very weathered and rough. White blonde hair kept short, neatly combed back. His beard is carefully trimmed. He looks at you with gray eyes that have just the faintest hint of gold to them. So, hello, welcome to the Shrine of the Last Light. I am Father Elan. How may I service you?
Hello, Father.
Hi.
Shrine of the
Your
Last
tapestries
Light.
are
You're writing it down. Go ahead.
your tapestries are really pretty. What are they made out of? And as she asks, she flutters over to them to start to touch them.
Wool and linen mostly, donated by those in the city who come and seek communion.
Whoever made them is a good crafter.
How does Malur feel being in here, by the way?
So, between the Splendor and demons, there's not a lot of hostility. Like, the Hells were created during the God War. Before that, demons were just either summoned by sorcerer kings from spiritual detritus, or very rarely occurred naturally on their own. But this is one of those, this is a holy place, and however you feel about that largely dictates, one, how you react to the space, and how the space reacts to you.
By the way, I posted you something on a comment real quick.
Oh, checking. Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
I think
cool.
you... Yeah. Yep, anyway, back to that.
Right. Hello, Father. I had a few questions to ask. I'll look around at the party real quick. I suppose first things first. Do you know something appears to have fallen from the cliff nearby? I was curious if something had visited you during the night.
Make a presence roll for me, please.
Can I add... I will do everything in my power to help. If it's an issue, you need assistance. I don't know. I would have phrased that better in character, but yeah. I'm hoping to activate Keeper of Hope and spend an experience.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Please roll well. That's a funny number, I guess.
Well, it is a success, but
it is 19 if that changes anything.
9 plus 6 plus 2?
My experience should be added onto there as well.
When you do the roll, you can actually click the number up to add the amount of your experience in the future.
I see.
Oh, okay.
I understand then. All right, so 19, yeah. He I heard something in the night, but with how the weather was and with he gestures at himself. I felt that if it was not someone coming to my door, and if it was not someone calling for help, that I would leave or trust that things would sort themselves.
I understand, sir. I just wanted to make sure that you were all right.
I am as well as an old man can be.
I understand that. On more official business, we were sent by Aaron, right?
Yes, Mr. Thurston.
We were sent by an Aaron Thurston who wishes to speak to the sorcerer, and we were told that we would need to contact the Three Touched, and that you were one of them.
He kind of crosses his arms and taps his foot for a moment before walking over back to the brazier, picking up what you assume to be his breakfast of roasted fish and folding it back together in like the little parcel and taking it and setting it on like his little writing desk. He takes out a piece of paper and a ink pen and starts writing on it. Right. So, do you know what the nature of this meeting is?
I look over at Anna because she would have more information than I would.
She doesn't. Only that he said the meeting would be something that was wanted, and he encouraged us as a token of goodwill to look into the disappearances while we're in town.
He stops writing at that, looks up and looks back over his shoulder at you. Could you make a presence roll for me, Anna?
I will, and since I am technically lying because he didn't say it to do it goodwill, he said it to secure his own health, I am going to spend a hope to use Death Deceiver, making that a 17 with fear.
And
Don't forget that if you're worried about the result, you can spend your rally to make it a little higher, I believe.
Right. Don't forget we have the rallies.
I am going to spend 3 fear from this nice little pile I have. As he kind of stops writing, looks each of you up and down, and then nods and goes back to writing once more on the piece of paper. Very well. As required, I will pass along your desire for a meeting upon the completion of a task. He folds the paper and holds it up.
I had a question about the wizard, sir.
It's a sorcerer, but yes.
You're right. Scruff might get them confused, though.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
Innate versus learned.
What is your question?
So, this town has had a sorcerer for at least like 10 generations, but do you know if it's the same person or if the role has been passed down or like...
I can only tell you that for my entire life, it has been the same person.
And you have met this
Thank you, sir.
person face to
Wait
face?
for us. Oh, somebody dropped.
Did we lose someone?
Did we lose me for a second? I started to say something. I don't know if it got me out.
You did kind of sound like you were... Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, okay. What was the question again?
From me or from Scruff?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Scruff.
I was asking, and you've met this sorcerer face to face?
Occasionally.
Interesting. So, probably has at least a long aging thing. And Scruff kind of mutters to herself while pacing a little. Maybe not pacing, but...
Out of curiosity, do we know what you're spending fear on when you spend fear?
Not always.
Okay.
In this case, I was saying the difficulty of the task.
Okay. Is the task the same as we've been asked, or is there something else you would like us to do?
He holds out the piece of paper.
Oh, thank you.
As per the onus placed upon me when I became one of the touched, I am to set a task to all who wish to come and speak to the Sorcerer King of Whalers Crest, and set them to a task to determine if they are worthy of the audience. If I may offer a bit of unsolicited advice, I would say locating the other 2 touched and receiving their task as well would be, before saying upon any of them, would probably be the better option than to find yourself stymied in one way or another halfway through one task.
Understood. In that case, is there any shot that you could tell us about the third?
He kind of wrings his hands together. The third is the youngest of us, both in body and in time held the position.
Misunderstood.
Well, that's... something.
Thank you for the advice. I'll look back at the party again.
Perhaps we should actually look at the task while we're here in case the clarification we need.
Yes,
Or she
yes.
just
I pull it back out.
Alright, the paper has a list of herbs and animal components on it.
Looks like herbs and animal components.
A lot
Between
more reasonable than
Alaris
expected.
and Savali, we should be fine there.
Most of them should be able to be gathered within an 8-hour trek by foot of the Vale, or of the city within the Vale.
Should be easy enough, and if there's any that we can't find the animal/herb of, we might be able to buy them. Should be an easy task.
Do you know if there's an apothecary or an herb person? around here? Sorry, I don't know the
Should
term.
and is ain't always the same.
There is a medicator here, but they will not carry any of the things on this list.
That's fine. I'm just curious if they happen to have specific locations on where they were. It would assist us going further.
They
Is this
may be able
a
to
list?
give you some advice.
We're abstracting or something we can like have posted of what the list actually says.
I will give you the full list.
Okay.
Thank you. I am keeping notes, but yeah.
I'm doing my best on keeping notes as well. I got myself a physical notebook, which is actually really helpful.
I had a notebook last
Alrighty.
week and I can't seem to find it.
Are there any other questions any of you would like to ask the priest?
How survivable is it to jump from the cliffs down to the water here, like the figure we saw?
Are you asking
would
me
also
or are you
depend on
asking the father?
I'm asking the father. He said in character if there's any other questions we wanted to ask.
He frowns a little and looks over his shoulder like he can see through the stone wall. It is 500 feet from cliff top to the water. And with the ice puddles, I would not want to make that leap.
Scruff would chime. Whoa, computer. Am I still?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yep, that was
Loud and
my
clear.
HDMI flickering again. Although that was a long flicker. Normally it only lasts like a second or two. Ugh. I probably have a bad HDMI cable. Anyways, nothing went wrong with the computer, just my screen flickered. Blinked out. Anyway, but Scruff would chime in to Anna's question and also say that would also depend on the creature that jumped, and points to her own wings. Some creatures are much better at jumping and such than others, as well as maybe there was a spell or such that they used, or, there's a lot of different factors.
Yes,
A lot
the
of
question was
factors.
for how many
Okay.
factors might be needed. And with that, Anna kind of gives him a like thanks for the time nod and starts to head towards the door.
I guess the question I want to ask is, what kinds of animals you got in the water here that might...
In the bay?
Yep.
Crabs, fish, a few eels. This close into the land, the water has a bit of a shelf, so you have to go out deeper into the bay to have the drop off. When you have that, you have some of the smaller whale, dolphins, and other things. The bay itself is rather tame, which is why the whalers haul the whales back here to work.
Sharks? Polar bears?
The white bears, you'll find them up farther north with the giantkin and a couple of the orcs, though some of them will wander down in the vale, though not typically all the way down here. Sharks, yeah, plenty, but generally they don't bother people unless you spill blood or meat.
Sirens?
He shrugs a little. Not that I've seen or heard.
If you'd heard them, then you might have been in that water yourself.
Oh,
Not enough
since
to
we're
go
talking
off
about
yet.
sea animals, have you seen something that looks like this? And she pulls out the old game manual that she's working on translating.
Did you ever talk to the GM about that?
Don't think I did. I'm so sorry.
Make a luck roll for me. Roll your duality dice.
Okay.
Nice crit. He looks it over up and down. It's like, not this one specifically. However, I can tell you I recognize the language as being from the southern isles of the Sunlands.
Ooh, thank you. Packs it back down near the bottom of one of her bags.
Well, if there's
Have a
nothing
lead.
else I can assist y'all with, I would like to get back to my morning.
Understood. I'll look back to the party again. Would you mind giving me a minute?
Minute. What, you gotta
that's-
take a piss?
Anna's been
No,
standing at like the stone pillar where the leather is, so she just finishes walking the rest of the way out.
There's something I need to talk with the father about that I would appreciate some privacy on for the moment.
Yeah.
Scruff heads out.
Dola
Casting
just kinda like-
prestidigitation again to keep herself dry.
Dola kind of growls, looking slightly miserable with his wet, and kind of like nudges against Savali. She looks briefly abashed, like, I wasn't doing it to be rude. I just, yeah, all right. Be a little less crass, sure.
Going to spend another fear as most of the party goes outside, and the perpetual storm that has been pelting y'all with half-frozen water steps up a notch as blustering wind blows off of the cliffside, and the sleet turns to near hail, just like 2 degrees shy of actual hail pellets.
To be clear, if the weather is that bad, I don't mind you overhearing this.
People vanishing, and hell, I don't know. Is this unseasonably bad weather for here?
I mean, the Vale is a natural channel of airflow, and you have not quite not full mountains to one side, but full mountains to the other, which gathers storm and air current. So it is not terribly uncommon for, basically think of this area as the Pacific Northwest during its rainy season.
Never have been there. I'll take your word for that.
You can ask Drake about it. He will be happy to tell you about how bad the rain is, I'm sure.
I'm very sure, yes.
They probably need to stay inside if the weather is that bad. In that case, do you have a back room that we could talk?
He gestures to like one of the tapestries. It's like, just my private chambers.
I would appreciate it if you don't mind, sir.
He looks a lot of y'all over and then shrugs.
Dolan and I are no strangers to cold, but this wet, it's going right through his coat. I don't want him to take ill.
Anna will go back in and lean on the doorframe pillar just inside.
Gotta be somewhere we can stay dry in this damn town. Maybe get a drink.
The wet is going to be a problem, especially if it's going to be this cold. The cold wouldn't be a problem without the wet. With wet is uncomfortable.
Scruff notices that y'all aren't coming outside and kind of goes back into the doorway, a little confused. I thought we were leaving.
Oh, we're waiting a moment. Keeper has a word.
Oh, okay.
You might as well stay inside. Some of that ice is as big as your fist, I think.
Okay.
Pissing down worse than an ice giant with kidney stones.
That was a sentence.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Scruff kind of shrugs, having not really noticed it too much. Hail would have been noticeable, but if it's just wet, prestidigitation protects. Against the wet, not the cold.
Fair. Nothing wrong with nothing wrong with doing what you can to protect yourself against it.
So I think we're all
No, the books.
staying
the books
inside
get wet.
staying inside the door, and Keeper's having a scene.
Yep, that's kind of what I expected.
Yep.
Yeah.
He holds the curtain open for you, Keeper. The back room, the private chambers, is very simple. There is a small cot with a heater, one of those like you put coals in the metal and put under the bed to keep the bed warm. On the floor next to it, a bookcase with several old, well-preserved books, a second writing desk, and a wardrobe with like a small number of clothes in it.
While they're having their scene, Scruff probably quote-unquote entertains the rest of the party with some simple survival skills that the zombie survival guide points out, and just babbles on about that.
That's not a Zovembi?
That's how Scruff will pronounce it. But
Right, so what can I do for you?
I am aware that the Splendor, depending on your beliefs, can have different properties. I was wondering if you knew of anything that would maybe be the bane of undead.
The light of the splendor definitely seeks to undo that which is fouled or corrupt. It is not common for the unliving to rise on their own, But the power of midnight is not diametrically opposed to it. While there are several types of undead, they are generally born of mortal actions, and so it is upon mortals to deal with them. The splendor will aid, but it cannot fight a battle for one.
Well, that's another lead down the drain.
He smiles a little. He's like, that means it is a path you know you do not need to race down.
There's been a lot of those lately.
Once you have eliminated all other paths, the one that is left before you is the correct one.
That's what I'm worried about. He's gonna nod and then walk back out.
He follows, looks at the sign. I would offer to let you stay a while longer, but I am under the impression that you will have far to go and much to do, and I think the weather is the least of the burdens upon your shoulders right now.
Thank you, good sir.
He nods
All
to
right.
the group of y'all.
Once more into the breach.
Alright, y'all. Oh, go ahead.
Well, maybe you can ask Crest to dry off Dola after we get back.
If we get back to the inn, Scruff will probably do that on her own. If she doesn't get distracted like she did this time.
Well, this was in character dialogue to Savali.
Oh,
Oh,
My bad.
sorry. Say that again, please.
I was saying that once we get back, you could probably ask Scruff to help dry off Dola.
Yeah. Could very much benefit from that.
Alright, so what y'all doing? Where y'all going?
Wherever we're going, I'm trying to hide under Dola.
It's not terribly hard. Dola is quite large.
As we head out to walk, Anna will tilt her head, look at Keeper. Harbor?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Harbor for the Harbor Master?
In
The
the middle of this? Hell.
Harbor Master probably has our next lead. I definitely have a lot of questions for this Sorcerer King. And if he found himself an immortality spell, that could be cool. Although, depends on its price. They usually do have bad prices.
What
Scruff,
was that?
he's not a king as far as we know.
The father called him a Sorcerer King.
I
I did mention that.
Paul, were you trying to say something?
Me? No.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought I heard your voice. Sorry.
Sorry, that was me. I am trying to work out. Okay, so basically my computer died in front of me, so I pulled out my phone. Apologies if the quality is worse.
We're almost done.
Okay, I believe Anna was trying to say something to me, and then I stopped existing.
I was asking if we're going to the harbor next.
I feel like that might be the best choice, unless we want to get some shopping done. Maybe ask some of the keepers or shopkeepers around here.
Well,
think
he did say the task would be better to collect all of them.
Mhm.
And if funds are limited, I think we should have Savali and Alaris look over our list before we take it to any merchants. We would be easily out of coin and maybe not too far if we did that directly.
Understood. Sounds like a good idea.
So, I think
So
we
do I
make
have to
our
go
way to
then?
the harbor.
All right.
Harbor seems like the way to go.
Alright, with the quality of weather, as y'all head down to the harbor, it is largely deserted. There's a few very tenacious, stubborn, or desperate fish sellers who are still at their stall, but most seem to have packed it in for the day, even though y'all have not even hit 9 in the morning.
Is there any area that looks like official offices or permanent buildings down there?
There are several permanent buildings that look like they could be the official offices, but what draws your attention is the open door and the not quite energy but presence of a building with a signboard declaring it the Half-Drunk Ale.
That's an unusual name.
I wouldn't think so. I think
the
it'd
ale?
be semi-common, like ale and then drinking, so get some sort of a pun, plus you have the This is Scruff talking in character. Plus, you have the old philosophy thing of, is it half full or half empty? So a play on that, I think,
Yeah, but is the ale drunk or is the ale, well, drunk?
I'm
Ooh.
already inside the building.
The inside is warm, dry, smelling of stale beer, ale, and grog.
Stale ain't good, but the rest is good.
A number of people look at you as you come in, the most notable of which a three-eyed giant sits on the floor cross-legged, her head just barely brushing the ceiling. The rest of the figures seem to be a scattering of human, halfling, dwarf, and orc. They look at the cat that came in and then, turn back to their discussions.
Gonna go cuddle up to the giant lady.
She kind of, does not stop you, but, she will move you to, resting on one of her knees so you're not in her way.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and follow in because we can at least maybe get a description of the harbor master. And sometimes people do take their day work inside when things turn wet.
Yeah.
I'll follow people inside,
All right.
continuing the conversation about the name of the pub. I assume it's a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to, Savali's ability to turn, what's it called? Savali's werewolf ability, that is, she's not capable of doing something just turning into a full-ass wolf outside of combat just as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I mean, you can. You're basically stuck like that until you hit your trigger condition, though.
Ah, that was the other question I was going to ask before. Okay. Just, not important.
All right. As the group of y'all kind of come in and start stomping your feet to get the worst of the ice and sleet off of you, and Scruff starts booping people, a tall, broad-shouldered woman, dark-skinned with long white dreadlocks gathered behind her head in a leather cord, comes to y'all, looks y'all up and down. She's wearing heavy seal hide coat, thick wool, with reinforced gloves and wearing a belt. She looks each of y'all up and down, grunts slightly, and then nods. It's right, you definitely look like the ones that Remy told me about. What you want?
We're looking for the harbor master.
Aye, and she's asking you what you want.
Scruff
Sent
says
here by,
that we're looking for the harbor master.
Yeah.
If you've got
yeah,
some more
we're
coffee,
looking at her. We're looking at her.
while we discuss.
She grunts and points at the bar. She walks over to it. A halfling with a massively oversized mustache curled into a double loop handlebar is standing on a riser behind the bar top and polishing a glass. This is get this lot something to open their eyes.
Real quick, I have to say this out loud because I feel like a moron. I realize that this is the harbor master, isn't it?
Are y'all not hearing me when I talk?
I am now.
Did you not hear me
did.
saying,
I was
we're looking at her, we're looking at her, we're
Oh.
looking at her?
Oh, no, I heard that too.
I
Okay.
did not
Yeah.
hear that, but... But yeah, nope.
Not that many times, at least. So
I
it might have
totally
cut out
thought
some of it.
Girnos was asking.
Yeah.
The halfling sets out glasses and pours something kind of translucent and amber into it. Maeve takes one of them off of the bar and downs in a single shot, grimacing, turning the cup over and slamming it down on top of the bar top.
I'm gonna make loud cut noises so they don't forget.
The giant starts
But
scratching
also
you
not,
behind the
not
ear.
moving. Yeah, I wiggle, but I'm no,
She just keeps
I
on
want
going.
that. Ah. Oh,
She just keeps scratching you behind the ear. Her finger is the size of your hand.
oh, God.
I've been muted this whole time, haven't I? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
I
you
was
have.
wondering when you were going to jump in with the harbor master.
Yes, I was talking literally this whole time, in between gaps, so I thought people heard me.
I'm sorry.
Anyways. No,
It's a
this is entirely on
common
me.
thing.
I forgot these headsets actually had a button that mutes when I was trying to fix the pairing stuff. Anyway. Hello, good madam. We are here on behalf of Aaron Thurston. He wishes to speak to the sorcerer and has informed us that the sorcerer wishes to speak to him, but that we would need to complete tasks for the touched.
She lets you get through that, and it's like, yeah, I kind of got that because you were looking for the source for the 3, and no one comes looking for us unless they want to talk to him. So,
well, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, but that can wait.
She reaches into her jacket pocket and pulls out an oilcloth. Setting it on the bar top, she opens it up, and there is just a very crudely stitched map of the coastline of the bay on it. Right, so we're here, and she taps the place where Whaler's Crest is. And you and your lot, and she traces her finger along the curve of the stitched coastline to a point around the edge of it that is across the way from the opening to the bay. Are going to be going here. This is the Stone Lake Point Lighthouse. There is a shipment you're going to be taking out there from me, and I have good news for you.
Mm-hmm.
The person you need to talk to after me is there.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's thoughtful.
No, don't thank me that yet, because you're hauling a wagon load full of equipment through the rain over rough countryside.
For no pay.
For no pay. And I ain't lending you any of my horses to trudge through this and break a leg.
I understand. Well, your terms are fairly clear.
Like,
what? Oh. Took me a second.
I'd recommend, and she points to the glasses, drink up.
Wouldn't it be bad to get drunk before we go and do a task that requires some finesse?
She shrugs.
y'all got any tea
Point.
here?
Anna will drink up.
It is ravasi. It is basically take baked rye bread, toasted rye bread, soak it with water, raisins, and honey, and let that ferment for about a week, and then strain it.
Gotcha.
It is incredibly bitter and sour, but it also wakes you up really good.
I mean, the only problem is... alcohol
I'm not driving.
when it's cold out.
It's like 3% ABV.
Okay.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I
Yeah,
unfortunately
But yeah,
cannot
that's
partake.
the thing where you drink alcohol, it makes you feel warm. It's actually making you colder.
That is true. I will be unable to partake, but thank you for the offer.
She shrugs a
I'm
little.
gonna bound over to the counter and take keep us.
Scruff takes it, drinks her cup, and practically wheezes afterwards. Scruff is not a heavy drinker.
Maeve smiles slightly and is like, right,
Scruff is not a happy anything.
No,
so,
and that's part of why Scruff is not a heavy drinker.
so who's going to be pulling the cart?
We have
Pulling?
a cartman and 2 horses, if need be.
Oh, that's up to y'all if y'all want to deal with that. Like I said, I got the packages loaded in the wagon, but I ain't risking one of my horses on this.
Understood.
So, and she gives y'all a slip of paper with the warehouse address that has the wagon loaded up on it. And with about 4 minutes left to the session, I'm going to say that this seems like a good place to stop.
That's fair.
All right.
All right, so before we wind up, any questions, concerns, highlights, stars, or the like?
Rally die.
Rally die.
Well, rally die.
Rally die!
Yeah, I'm gonna clear
I
some,
only get rid of 1 with mine.
Thank you for the reminder.
No problem. I am going to be clearing some stress. Once
I'm just
I've
gonna
popped up
clear
this.
my stress. I only have 1 stress, and I can't roll less than a 1, so I won't bother rolling.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see, it's
I already used mine.
Aw.
clear 3 stress.
Alright. It was perfect.
Much
I mean, I still
appreciated
have
that
stress because I
reminder.
just rolled a 1, but it helped.
And I have posted
Is
the
there-
NPCs that y'all encountered in today's game in the NPC catalog.
Yay.
Is
Not
there
calling
anything
Father
I
Orion
can
the
use my hope.
Oh, yeah.
first second touch.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you can guess what question I'm going to ask the Dark Master. He's very much the, like... Have any of you watched G Gundam?
Yes.
Not yet. I got.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. No, which is the one where they're in skin-type bodysuits?
That's the
G
one.
Oh,
Gundam.
that was a
All of
question.
them?
Sorry.
Oh,
No,
then
it's
yes.
G Gundam.
Then yes, I have seen that
yeah.
one.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, it's going to be some of that, and some of, do you know of any, undead countermeasures?
Maeve would not know anything about undead. That is outside her realm of experience.
That's fine. And then it's just going to be, have you seen this lady?
Now, that we will do a roll on next session.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have enjoyed this episode of the Bonus Roll Darkened Reflections. I like these roleplay focus sessions, honestly, even more than I like almost killing y'all again and again and again in combat. Not to say
Yeah, it's
that
fun.
I am not going to brutalize y'all on the road to the Stone Point. Wait, what was the name of it again?
Stone Wake, I believe?
Stone Wake, yes, that's it. Stone Wake Point Lighthouse.
Just as long as we get an end to this damn rain eventually.
Hey, I got plenty of fear to keep it rolling.
Hey, I've got plenty of
Yeah, that's
prestidigitation to make sure we don't get sick, at least.
Well, I think you
Lucky.
can only cast it on yourself before you get immediately drowned again, so...
Yeah, that's why she's only using it on herself while y'all are out, but the second y'all get inside, she uses it on y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
use
is also
to dry
hailing,
people
which
off
is-
when we go inside.
Oh, yeah.
May be a problem.
The
Dry 'em
storm
off,
continues
warm
to
'em
get
up a
worse.
little.
In fact, I'm going to go
Of course
ahead and
it does.
pre-spend one of my fear, just to ensure that that keeps on rolling for the next session.
Oh, hell. Also, hey,
Unfortunately,
Gyarnos.
there's nothing that I can spend hope on right now, because I am full on hope, and we're going to get another hope. Like, I could technically give myself a +1 armor, but I don't think there's any real reason to do that in character right now.
I will remind you of that
No.
decision tomorrow, next session. What was that, Meryl?
Paranoia.
Check the Twitch chat.
God, Meryl. Okay, hydrate. I've already drunk all my water, both of y'all. Let's see. Stretch. Ow! That popped.
Gently.
Posture
gently.
check. Shoulders are back. And a random fact.
If you do the armor at the close, since you'll be full, it doesn't actually have to be you for the armor.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can cast on
but-
others.
I can, but would Scruff have any reason to cast Mage Armor right now? Not really.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you to do it. All right, random facts. Oh, God, it's been a while since someone paid for a random fact. Bananas are berries,
True.
Nice.
whereas strawberries and raspberries are not.
Again, true, because their seeds are on the outside.
I like that fact. Another!
Dang it.
It's just me teasing you at this point.
It's physically impossible for pigs to look up.
That makes
Should we
sense.
start opening some Snapples?
All right. I'm
I
heading
don't
out,
know
y'all.
if that's true.
All
That
right,
was a really
yeah.
fun game.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah, this
stop.
was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm going to stop
Wait,
the
do we not
recording.
are we going to do the sign off?
Yeah, Meryl, do the sign off.
Oh, yep.
All right. All right, folks. It's been a good one. Take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. And please always, always make like a polite werewolf, like and subscribe.